Come on, let's go really up. Down chillin' with the homies, I don't really go. Got a bad chicken in it, what the going on? Better bring her up, while you looking like a stab. Put you in a car fight, like, better get the fuck up. But another round, cause you get it fucked up. I'ma put you in the dirt, cause I ain't gonna find you a bad luck. So, nigga, come on, let's go really up. Yo, come on, let's go really up. I'ma put you in the dirt, come on, let's go really up. Yo, come on, let's go really up. I'ma hit the dirt, come on, let's go really up. Yo, come on, let's go really up. I'ma put you in the dirt, come on, let's go really up. Yo, come on, let's go really up. I'ma hit the dirt, come on, let's go really up. Cause I just wanna hit the bar, I just wanna be the best, I just wanna get up. I ain't never just anybody else in my love. Yo, I don't go with my shit, I just wanna go. You know I'm on the road, bitch, I'm making so much cash, I can't see the flow. Yeah, 0 to 100, you know I'm gonna blow. John Cena, you better have your fucking face. You some motherfucker, days in every place. You some fake, but you better get it safe, cause I'm fitting here, I'm late, cause I'm fitting here safe. In Tokyo, with an all green free, no deckers. Shady in cars, but you know I'm fucking retro. If you wanna fucking ticket to my bedroom, pop a fucking bean and I ain't talking bento. City lights, but you know I'm in a trance. She's a fucking toss, so I drop my pants. Made it up, she got all of my songs, yo, took it to her bed, yeah, she's really hard. Yo, come on, let's go really hard, I'ma put you in the dirt, come on, let's go really hard. Yo, come on, let's go really hard, I'ma hit the fucking dirt, come on, let's go really hard. Yo, come on, let's go really hard, I'ma put you in the dirt, come on, let's go really hard. Yo, come on, let's go really hard, I'ma hit the fucking dirt, come on, let's go really hard.
Setting this at maximum power.
Laser and charged particle beam weapons.
Weapons activated. our time won't come to an end. Take a look around, it's a war zone. The damage is already done. Take a look around, it's a war zone. The damage is already done. Take a look around and keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone, and I'll be fighting for my life. So keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone, and I'll be fighting. I'm back to the bone.
Is banning.
10 days ago, the Master Challenge began as a bold idea to bring the best teams together for a true test of skill, strategy, and teamwork. From 74 teams, through countless matches filled with clutch moments, stunning plays, and epic comebacks, we've now arrived at the final day. Two of the oldest and fiercest squads in the Indian esports scene, ABM and Lakshmi Chet Fund, stand on the precipice of greatness. Locked in a battle for ultimate glory and the grand prize of 20,000 diamonds.
Sir, what's your command?
These teams have faced off numerous times before, and each time they did, they raised the bar of excellence. ABM and LCF have been a fierce rivals for years.
Who said there are no
Both teams have given us unforgettable performances, setting new standards with every match. And today, they meet once more in this epic best of 5 showdown. Who will come out on top and etch their names into the Master Challenge's history? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Zita. Joining us today to guide you through this thrilling finale is our incredible co-caster, Jenny, who will break down every intense moment of this grand finale. Let's get ready for some explosive action as we dive into the land of dawn.
Hello, Zita. Thank you so much for the warm introduction. Well, I have heard, I have known about both the teams, and definitely I am excited as you are. And I hope that the viewers are excited as well. And having said that, I want to urge all our viewers to share the stream immediately, get the folks over here, and let us watch the grand finale together. Let's move on to the draft. We've seen that Fanny and Ling has already been banned, and so is Xborg and Chip. Well, Xborg is a good counter against Terizla, so that leaves the door open for Terizla to be picked, as the penalty zone is gonna come in really handy.
And I think ABM have done their research, dude, because they've known that Team LCF prefer that Fanny, that absolutely insane cabling skills coming in from their team yesterday in the semi-finals must have definitely impressed the ABM as well, as they've banned out Fanny. And let's see the other bans, a Ling and a Zushin ban coming in from the side of Team ABM, while Xborg, the deadly jungle of ABM with the use of Xborg. Even LCF did their homework and they've come prepared. Right now, they've banned LCF, they've banned Xbox as well as the respect ban coming in from their side. And the first pick is going to be a Roger. Ooh.
I don't think that's a really good idea, giving out Roger as the first pick, because he is too good in this meta as a goal laner, as a jungler. Starting from the early game itself, he's just gonna chase you down using those Lycan pounds. But then again, there are just too many on the plate. Phobias, you can give a Phobias away, and I've recently seen Apex play Phobias as well, and it's really good with that. But I want to know how they're gonna answer, what they're gonna answer the Roger with. What's your prediction, Zita?
I think they should definitely prioritize the meta picks, and just as I was saying that, Zaz gets picked from the side of Team Team LCF, and a Hayabusa pick, an early jungle pick coming in from the side of Team LCF. Lakshmi Chet Fund. ABM already had a jungler, but then again, Roger can be played as a flex pick in both gold lanes and the jungle. So yeah, I was about to say they shouldn't have gone for a jungler. They should have prioritized a tank. early on, trying to reducing the chances of Apex to pick any of those meta tanks early on. And there goes the Hilo spec, the meta tank. Just what I was talking about. For the side of Team ABM, they have secured the. Nope, I don't think so. They've secured the Vexana, but I don't think they have secured the Hilo spec.
Yeah, they
Again,
did.
yep, there goes the Hilo spec. Yes.
Well, I thought that they were gonna go for the Hylos and the Hayabusa because, like you mentioned, Roger is versatile, and even given that they don't want to risk out giving them the Hayabusa as well, so it's safe. I know it's maybe 50% safe, unsafe to pick the Hayabusa because they don't want to give him away. Again, Hylos will be backed up by Asuna on Vexana the whole time. That can be annoying. And they have a really good hold of the early game with the Roger as well as Hylos now. And the Deadly Grasp, which will be followed by Vixana, that's gonna be annoying as well. That chance, he's gonna slow it down a lot, but he's gonna start dealing a good amount of damage, I think, starting from the mid lane, don't you think?
I do agree. I absolutely agree with your point here. But then again, Team LCF also need a burst hero, someone who can crowd control that Roger, or else Roger is going to be very annoying in the late game. Though, let's see their bans here, and the first ban coming in from the side of Team LCF is going to be a Harith. I suppose banning Harith will force Team ABM to rethink their gold lane because they already have a Roger. Now the question becomes if to pick another marksman who will be the gold laner and let the Roger jungle, or pick a jungle and let the Roger go into the gold lane. Still,
Yeah.
a Ruby ban coming in from the side of Team ABM.
Yep, I was actually thinking that they might try to draft that Ruby instead of banning as the Ruby as the goal laner, but yep, Ruby, you cannot risk giving her away again. Just too much of CC, too much of Belvem. She's a beast in the EXP. Again, they do have Edith. I'm not sure if Edith's gonna go for an EXP or goal lane yet. She's quite versatile. What's your take on it, Zeta? Is Edith gonna be in the EXP or in the goal lane?
Another flex pick. Yep, pretty sure that this is going to be looked out as a tank here because Edith is going to be picked out as a tank here because Zask really doesn't need any tank to engage, right? He has his Nightmaric Spawn and he can defend himself with it. So they might just not go for, they might just consider Edith as the main roamer for this match and then go back to, because they already have a mage, that is one. And they might pick someone different for the EXP lane. Maybe not sure. And a Grok ban coming in from the side of Team LCF. Now, they have definitely done their research. They have seen yesterday's match and they have... I mean, Team LCF was the one who was using Grok and they didn't want a tanky off-laner going into the hands of Team ABM, especially Mirio.
Yep. Grok can be annoying both as a tank as well as an EXP laner. Again, I think it's very wise that they also ban Carmilla because Carmilla is just one link. She's gonna link the whole team and then the whole team is gonna deal is gonna be getting all the damages, the CC. She is just too much to handle. Anyways, Harriet is banned. I think they are trying to secure and mark the goal laners as of now. They might end up picking a Clint or a Moskov. Okay, Moskov is good as well. He's got that element of surprise with the Sphere of Destruction.
Yep, and with that pick, they're going to deny Radium his signature pick. And oh, there goes a Mincetar pick coming in from the side of Team ABM. Now that's going to be the gold laner for the side of Team ABM, it seems.
Yep. Goal lane, Mincetar. Moscow is he's gonna be struggling a lot, I guess. Well, Apex is obviously not gonna play goal lane, I think. So yeah, Mincetar in the goal lane against that Moscow. Well, but if he manages to dodge that Mincetar, you know what? I feel that maybe ABM is lacking in a bit of range. What they say.
ABM is definitely lacking a bit of range, but you know what they're not lacking? Is the HP department. I mean, look at those heroes. They have a Gatot, they have a Mincetar, they have a Hylos, they have a Roger, and they have a Vexana with her Eternal Guard. not Eternal Guard. I forgot her ultimate's name, but
It
yeah,
is.
everybody is tanky. Everybody is really, really tanky. And you know who I feel bad for at this moment? That Hayabusa coming in from the side of Team Lakshmi Chitfund. Who is he gonna one shot with his with his ultimate?
Yeah. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. They did show Matilda, but then again, they plan to take a. You should rather go for annoying picks like a Lilia or a Matilda who's gonna annoy the front line so much that they are forced to retreat the whole time. They're forced to recall the whole time. But then, well, we'll see how they are. Well, how they're gonna be able to execute the draft. Okay,
You know, the last
Sorry.
Franco pick was interesting.
definitely.
Yeah, the last pick of Franco was really interesting because we were thinking that Edith would be their main.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
I can't hear
Grand
you.
finale, best of 5.
The battlefield.
Hello.
Smash them.
Yep, you're back. You're back.
Deployed.
And we start off with our match, our best of 5 match, the grand finale, game number 1 for the Masters Challenge here.
Mhm.
And just by starting at it, it looks like neither of the team is gonna hold back. Flanco,
Yeah.
I think, going into the enemy jungle, trying to invade, but Hylos comes in there, pretty smart play, and he manages to say that, hey there, I'm here. You're not allowed you're not allowed to go into our jungle and just annoy our jungler.
Yeah. He's been dealt a lot of damage when he tried to invade and maybe try and steal that red buff. He was like, no, you should go back. Not gonna let it happen. Again, meanwhile, Apex is there hiding in near the blue buff over there, but nothing's gonna happen. So again, Mirio versus Babu Rao, Cold War in the bottom lane. Again, I'm excited to see how Radium versus Raju works. I want to know how Raju actually dodges Radium. He kind of pushed him back, but Raju was actually dealt quite some amount of damage. Again, we can see rotation towards the goal lane. Both the teams are looking to take a fight in the top lane. Radium being pushed back. That's Apex giving them trying to give them the vision, but he doesn't know that they're waiting for him again. Okay, Radium might be in trouble. Shivam going in for an ultimate, and there you go. First blood being taken by Sham. There might be going for a second blood. That was a good one. Good hook. I get Jay might be in trouble, but no, he's just gonna run away. That was a really good start for LCF.
And you know, that was a pretty good execution as well. That is why you don't follow Franco. That is why you don't follow Franco. And here comes a pause.
Probably a mistake.
A technical pause has been called by the side of Team LCF here. They might be having a little bit of network issues,
Mhm.
but let's see. It'll begin again. So coming back to the that setup in the top lane, that gang coming in from their side, that was really interesting, huh?
Yeah, I mean that Franco pick, I didn't know that it was gonna end up so good in the early game as well. If he weren't able to land that hook, they wouldn't have maybe secured that kill. But yeah, he did come in handy.
It did come in handy, but Minsitar also has a hook, and Team LCF needs to be wary of it, because just like Franco has outplayed them right there at the top with the flicker hook combination, even Minsitar can do it. If he times his flicker perfectly, even Minsitar can flicker hook. Not many people know that, and that is probably why that Minsitar, combined with his reworks, new second skill, with his attack speed damage, is being a very popular pick in the gold lane.
Yeah, actually, Minsadar did use up King's Calling in the top lane, but it was too late. There was not enough backup, and things happen. He got hooked anyways. But yeah, I'm just gonna wait for the pause to unpause, and I think we'll be able to see a turtle fight.
Actually, the pause allocated to each team is of 2 minutes, and once they've used it, they're done. They can't use it again in the match, in the whole match, during the whole match. So LCF has called for a pause. Now, in the entire match, they won't be able to use the pause again, and that will be a problem. They should have to be able to fix their problems as soon as and as soon as the pause ends. And there we go. We are going to resume this match and the exciting affair is going to be beginning again.
Yep. Looks like both teams are getting ready for the turtle, but in the top lane, what are we seeing? Raju dominating Radium actually in the goal lane. Look at that. There's like a cold war going on between them. And my bad, I thought that was King's Calling, but he wasn't level 4. Okay, that's Spear of Destruction. Most of might be here anytime. The Apex dealing a lot of damage to almost all of them. Sham is being chased by Apex. He's just zoning him out away from the turtle. And the turtle has been managed. Secured by Jay, also taking a kill. Okay, Apex has gone down. They might be able to take down Baburao, but then that's Red. Primal Red coming in, didn't work out. Miria manages to take Baburao as well. They got the turtle, and they got the kills as well.
Yep, and that's exactly how you isolate. That's how exactly you isolate and rule, divide and rule. The Britishers have already taught us Indians about it. Even though in the team fight composition, if you look at it, Team ABM has the upper hand because they have a lot of HP based heroes, right? But Hylos being there isolated from their side got picked out and they had to back out. But then again, King's Calling, Minsitar coming in from backup all the way from top lane helped them to pick a kill back, a trade. And that's how the fight ended.
Yeah, actually the onus goes to Apex right there because he zoned the Sham totally away from the turtle. There was no way he could come in and use the retribution because he was very low on HP and he was always there to like stun him and punish him with the Ring of Punishment. Again, in the top lane, that's a Radiant versus Raji versus DD Prasad. That's a bloody hit coming in and Radiant very low on HP, but Apex coming in to save the day. Not gonna be enough. Raji will definitely be going down. That was just a little too much, and Devi Prasad will be taken down by Jay, I suppose, but nope, that didn't connect as well. And Vixana, the top lane, Asuna, very low on HP, managed to escape that. Again, that's Glorious by the way being used up and rather very low on HP, but does he have the ultimate? He doesn't, and he will be going down as well. That's double kill, looking for a triple, but Devi Prasad will not be going down as of now. Another massacre by ABM.
You know, having the advantage of having two tanks in the composition is that they have two initiators, two tanky initiators. And just as we saw in the top lane, Hylos did the initiation, while in the mid lane fight, Tato helped them. I think Moscow shouldn't have followed up on the Spear of Destruction connection because due to that, he was behind the enemy's team and he ended up dying, which is not very optimal for him, given that he's the only person who is able to shred the enemy team and provide them victory. And oh, here comes a team fight, I suppose, a turtle fight.
Yeah, he was. Oh, that's the hook being connected, and there you go. Immediately, Anuradha being eliminated. They are chasing over Devi Prasad. They have managed to take the turtle as well. ABM's gonna finish him off. Raju is going to disengage. Another turtle being secured by ABM, and they have also managed to take 2 kills. I think the early game is just being wonderful for ABM. They're just chilling.
Oh, that Purify. A perfect timing here. Hayabusa goes in, tries to pick up a kill onto Vexana. He successfully does with the help of Edith. And yeah, that's how they disengage. Moscow was definitely zoned out by the Hylos, the Apex, in the turtle fight, but he used the Spear of Destruction all the way from his tier 2 into the mid lane. He joined the team fight there and he enabled Team ABM to scatter a little bit because of that, using Purify perfectly. Escaping the Kato's taunt that gave an opening for Hayabusa to go in and pick up a kill onto that Vexana here. Oh, that's a King's Calling and a hook coming in from Minsitar. Another repeated hook coming in from Franco to counter it, and they get a trade.
Wow. Okay, meanwhile, I think they're gonna secure one turret in the top lane. Okay, just not yet. You asked me during the draft that who is Sham Hayabusa gonna mark, And because they were so tanky, the whole time Sham is just marking away Asuna because that's the only person, only champion he can one shot as of right now.
And let's see how well he does that in the late game once the team fight, once both the teams are getting farmed though, because I don't think that with the help of Blood Wings, he will be able to take down Vexana. Okay, Gatot goes in, jumps, but he escapes. He disengages from that fight.
Yeah,
I thought that
just
was an
didn't want to.
initiation.
Yeah, maybe he just didn't want to take an unnecessary. Okay, that's King's Calling being wasted. They just wasted two alls. This could be an opening for Team LCF, but they just don't want to take the opportunity. I suppose they're trying to play a little bit passive, I guess, because they're losing almost all the gangs.
That was so funny because two of the players were hiding. Two of the players for Team LCF were hiding in that bush. Minsita used his hook, missed on both of them, and then also used his King's Calling. That was really devastating for Mirio right there. Not Mirio,
Yeah.
Radium.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to pressurize the Milanese of now. Mirio's been defending all alone. Vexana's on the way. They're waiting for the turtle. They're waiting for a fight in the turtle. The Apex trying to give them vision, but he knows that once he goes into the bush, he might just get picked off. Don't want to take the risk. Mirio is there to provide the. Oh, they do have the vision. They are already engaging. This Apex going in to lock on. It is Primal Red being used up. That's gonna be an ultimate coming in from Gadot Kacha. Edith might be in trouble, and there you go. He's taken up already. Devi Prasad as well as Raju and Anuradha being forced to go back under the chart, and the turtle has been taken by ABM uncontested.
It is not uncontested. There was definitely a contest, which Team LCM saw that
And
they were
then
losing.
lagged.
They were losing. After losing Edith, they just definitely backed away. They just respected that. Okay, you're the ones driving on here. You can have the turtle. We will come back strong. And this is just the game one here. But
Yeah.
both the sides show absolute peak gameplay, peak skills.
Yeah, there's not many difference when it comes to the kills, the goal. There's not many difference, much difference in the even in the turrets. It's almost same, but it's just that ABM has managed to win almost all the gangs. They've taken all the turtles. Maybe that's the reason why LCF is playing passive as of right. They're trying to find that window, that power spike where they change the game. Again, in the top lane, Jay chasing away Sham. Is that a good idea? Because Sham probably has Shadow Kill. Yes, he does. And Apex following up. Jay, Sham might be in trouble, but Shadow Kill has been used. So will he able? He will be able to actually go away. He comes back to try and get a kill on Jay or Apex, but Jay, he is going to take down Sham for sure this time. Oh, no Lycan Ping been connected. He has to go away. Bapurao using up his primal red. Jay manages to escape. So Mirio comes back for backup. That's a lot happening in the top lane alone.
Both the teams know each other for such a long period. They have been rivals, tournament after tournament, match after match. They know each other so well. But some silly mistakes coming in from both the sides, because I didn't think that once Hayabusa escaped, he should have went back, but it worked out in his favor, and there goes a team fight. Moskov perfectly stunning in Asuna into that wall, slamming her, picking up a kill. The blue buff definitely gets secured by the side of Team ABM, denying Jay of his blue buff. Not Jay. Denying
Wow.
Sham of his blue buff, the Hayabusa.
That was the most perfect and most, I guess, at this moment, useful iron hook. Man, Asuna had not expected that. Again, they are contesting for the Lord, given the fact that Asuna's not here. But I guess that's just a soft engage and might not yet reset. The Lord is not yet reset though. Look at that. They are just trying to bait each other's ults. It's like you go first, and the moment that one of them uses up, expands their ult, I think the other team is gonna come in heavy. Like, let's go now. But both the teams are playing safe. They don't want to mess up.
The switch of the lanes here, Radium trying to push the bot lane, but Moscow comes in with his spear of destruction, though he can be on time anywhere, just like a Johnson here. We can also see Mirio camping in that bush right there, trying like perfectly setting up his ultimate if there's an engage here. Roger now pokes the Lord, I think they're ready, finally ready to take the Lord here, Lord contest here. Apex gets caught off guard, but with that flicker hook coming in from Radium, Edith will go down. That was an amazing hook, and that's the flicker hook of Minsita that I was trying to tell everyone.
Yep. That was gonna hurt. The hook followed in by King's Calling. There was no way Baburao was gonna escape from that. And they don't even want to come in contest for the Lord because they know that Baburao's not there. We don't have the front. But still, Shami, he wanted to try a little bit, but he had to go back.
You never know. You will get the if Team ABM mistimes its retribution. Team LCF might have a chance, and that's exactly what is expected from the players, from the likes of players from both these teams. Meanwhile, when this all was going on, Moscow was successfully able to push the side and push the bot lane turret, the bot lane tier 1, and they will now prepare for this fight.
Oh, he did try to connect the Iron Hook with a flicker, but the flicker has been wasted. Glorious Padre being used up. They have eliminated. Wait, what? Radium has been eliminated top lane. Again, that's followed up by God of Gotcha. That was a really good stun, followed by Eternal Guard. And double kill has been taken by Mirio in the bottom lane while the Lord is marching. But I don't think they will be able to end it because, oh my god, Mirio, what was that? Raju deleted, he disappeared.
That insane damage coming in from Gatot Kacha using his full passive right there. And yep, marksmen, be aware, as long as Gatot Kacha in his mage build is present, you are not free to roam outside.
Definitely. And I have to say, the Avatar of Guardian followed by Eternal Guard, that was pretty combo wombo in the bottom lane. They're helping EBM out a lot in almost all the gangs. And sadly, Devi Prasad missed his flicker hook in the bottom lane. And Apex, okay, just exposing himself. Baburao going backwards. They're trying to pressurize the mid lane turret and they'll probably take him down as well. But now it's just the inhibitors. They're just gonna wait for them to come out.
I think Team LCM should definitely wait and get farmed up, cover their goal deficit. Once they do, they also have a really good composition. If the Iron Hook connects, once they catch even one player, not the tanks obviously, not the two glaring tanks right in their face, instead of them, any of the persons like a Vexana, Roger, or a Minsitar, they can turn the tide of this team fight, turn the tide of this match actually.
They have really good control over the map because of the tanky front, but Mirio using up his vengeance and godlight on Devi Prasad. You shouldn't underestimate that guy on God of Kacha. Babura using up his primal rep to take down Jay, but that's not gonna happen. Shut down on Mirio by Raju there. Okay, they are still going on for Raju and Apex. Raju will definitely be taking down another kill. That's double kill by Raju in the bottom lane. Well, I have to say, they are underestimating Mirio a lot.
They definitely are. But then again, Moscow is playing really well here, using his Spear of Destruction to go in the backlines. Here King's Calling comes and goes, and there goes the Hayabusa. Hayabusa dies instantly with this King's Calling. He was not able to use any of his skills, and he was stuck with the stuns coming in. Vexana's seconds. Oh my god, Roger goes in, tries to finish off two of the players. Edith is low as well. Zaf using his turret, his ultimate nightmaric spawn, survives, and instead Roger goes down. Okay.
Yep, Asuna trying to escape with a low HP. Well, the Lord is there. They have Radiant down. They have Jay down. This Lord should come easy to them. I mean, it's gonna be contested, but they can actually win this Lord. Sham is on his way. Apex zoning out. Devi Prasad is already out of the scene. Apex going straight in for Raju. That's Avatar Guardian straight in, landing right on Raju, and Raju still manages to escape. So far, Miriam is back in action. Raju deleted. He's going straight in for Anuradha, who will definitely be going down. Apex chasing away Sham. What a gameplay! What a gameplay by two tanks. Actually, it's Hylos and Garot Kacha.
That insane damage coming in from Mirio's Gatot Kacha. He almost deleted, he even single-handedly deleted Franco's half HP. That was really, really insane to just look at it. just looking at his build, he is building a semi-tank. He is going for a half-tank, half-mage build, but the combination of his passive with the Thunderbelt and the glowing wand is just insane.
Yep. LCF definitely overextended there, and that's not been used. The King's Calling not been used. Oh, he already used up, but they're still chasing down Sham. Will he be in danger? Will Sham try to take down Radium? That's not gonna happen. They are very tanky, my dear. And Sham is deleted. Well, bad news for LCF. Katokacha can one-shot Raju. Just like that. One-shot Devi Prasad just like that. Or how are we gonna save him? And then again, they have this Radiant with the King's Calling, makes Sham almost useless when it comes to his shadows. They have already managed to take down the Lord, marching towards the bottom lane. The inhibitor is very low on HP. Quick prediction, Zeta, will they be able to defend this?
I don't think they will be able to defend as the Iron Hook connects, and there goes in the King. Nope, not the King's Calling. The Glorious Pathway with Hayabusa here, but with the help of Zast's damage, they are able to pick up a kill onto Vexana. But Toad using that Vengeance's damage. Look at the damage that he's being able to produce onto that Franco here. One punch is 25% HP of that Franco. With the help of Moscow here as well, they are successfully able to manage here that death bush with the help of Radium and Apex. Almost picked off a kill onto Hayabusa right there, but Hayabusa was smart. He anticipated that, and just as the hook came from that bush, he was able to escape.
Yep. Well, this could be a power strike. You know, they've taken down the mid lane. They should probably go for another, but Apex is back into action. They're just gonna try and steal their jungle. Well, you said they maybe not be able to defend it, but they did. And I have to say the credit goes to Babu Rao. He was being the tanky front. He uses up his primal red to chase them away to dish out the damage, and the backline manages to defend the Lord. Again, I forgot what was the question you asked me about who's gonna zone out Vexana or something like that.
And they actually LCF found a way to do that, and just now it shows how important Edith is in that EXP lane, not as a main tanker, the main roamer, which I was doubting at the start here. And there goes a King's Calling. Nope. There goes Radium using killing Jay, but without Jay here though, they might be in a bit of trouble. They won't be able to defend maybe.
The Scourgeons coming in, and they have taken down, like I said, Raju one shot. They're gonna be going for the base right at the drop of the hat. They're locking in. They're taking down the kills. It's a massacre in the Crystal, and the Crystal has been taken down. The first round has been won by ABM.
Oh my god, what a first game we had, ladies and gentlemen. That was not how I expected the match to go. I didn't expect a total domination coming in from ABM right there, but there were moments of shine coming in from LCF. They found ways around to counter. Continuing my point, I was telling how important Edith was in that EXP lane. I forgot that she is also a marksman and not just a tank, because the damage, as you said, the second Lord defense coming in from LCF, the damage coming in from Edith was very, very important to shred those tanks of ABM. With the help of Moscow and Edith, they were successfully able to defend, but not for long, because once Hayabusa got picked out by Radium, just clearing the off lane, Gator Kacha and Vexana didn't waste any time to pick off the kill straight onto the second main damage dealer of the side of Team LCF. They picked up Moscow and they instantly ended the game.
Yeah, well, I told you, they really calculated it pretty well. It almost feels like they planned to give the Hayabusa away because Radium was so high. He goes to the bottom lane, he gets a Sham under his King's Calling, and then he's out. He's eliminated. Again, Mirio jumps into Raju and he's eliminated. Who's left? There's nobody left. That's Babura. He'll be taken care of. What can Devi Prasad do? Charles, well, he's just gonna slow it down, but he can be bursted out as well. Very well calculated draws. LCF will have to come out with some surprises in the second match in order to win.
And let's see how they come back, because ladies and gentlemen, Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with game number 2 instantly. So guys, go follow, go subscribe the channel, hit the like, and share the stream to your friends because match 1 went in favor of Team ABM. Looks like Team LCF are gonna come back strong because they showed that potential.
bang, 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 bang. Come on, let's go really up. Down chillin' with the homies that'll really go. Got a bad chicken in the what the going up. Better bring her up while you looking like a stab. Put you in a car fight. Like, better get the fuck up. But another round, cause we get it fucked up. I'ma put you in the dirt, cause I ain't gonna find you a bad luck. Come on, let's go really up. Come on, let's go really up. I'ma put you in the dirt. Come on, let's go really up. Come on, let's go really up. I'ma hit the jerk. Come on, let's go really up. Come on, let's go really up. I'ma put you in the dirt. Come on, let's go really up. Come on, let's go really up. I'ma hit the jerk. Come on, let's go really up. But I just wanna hit the bar. I just wanna be the best. I just wanna get up. I ain't never trusted anybody else in my love. I don't go with my shit. I just wanna go. You know I'm on the road, but you're making so much cash. I can't see the clock. Yeah, 0 to 100. You know I'm about to blow. John Cena, you better hide your fucking face. He's a motherfucker, gaze in every place. He's a fake, but you better get it safe. Cause I'm fitting here, I'm late. I'm ready to shine. In Tokyo, with an all green free, no deckers. Shady in cars, but you know I'm fucking retro. If you wanna I take it to my bedroom. Pop a fucking bean and I ain't talking pento. City lights, but you know I'm in a trance. She's a fucking toss, so I drop my pants. Let it go, she got all of my songs. Yo, took it to the bed, yeah, let's go really hard. Yo, come on, let's go really hard. I'ma put you in the dirt. Come on, let's go really hard. Yo, come on, let's go really hard. I'ma hit the fucking jerk. Come on, let's go really hard. Yo, come on, let's go really hard. I'ma put you in the dirt. Come on, let's go really hard. Yo, come on, let's go really hard. I'ma hit the fucking jerk. Come on, let's go really hard.
Setting this at maximum power.
Laser and charged particle beam weapons.
Joining with will be the Fredo.
Hello everyone, welcome back. We are proceeding toward the second match, and again, since this is the best of five matches, I really have to say, the respect bans are pouring in. Look at that, the Fanny being banned, the Xbox being banned, but from this side, it's easy. Don't know bans coming in. What do you have to say about this, Fred?
Well, of course, we know that the side of Team Lakshmi Chit Fund have a very good assassin user, Shyam. So that is why I guess they decided to ban the Fanny first. And maybe the side of ABM is looking to take a Zushin here. So yeah, maybe that might be the reason why they have decided to ban a Fanny here. And the side of Team Lakshmi Chit Fund, the Xbox and Phobias have been banned, so probably they're thinking to pick a Roger and a Terizla here, I guess. So yeah, those are my guesses. What about you, Sasuke? What do you think?
You know, those are quite skeptical thinkings from you guys, and yeah, I could probably vouch for it. Like a lot of mind games are being seen, and we can witness like a pretty standard bands. We can also see a respect band that is the Fanny towards Sham. We know the devastating hero he plays in with that Fanny, and that is the Zushin band coming in from LCF. But again, ABM in some dire situation because we can see like there is too much heroes open as we speak. Like there is the Zask, there is the High Loss, there is the Moscow, and along with that, those two pesky assassins, Ling and Hayabusa. What are your thoughts about it, Peachy?
Look at that. As you mentioned, that they are playing a mind games. That is true. Look at them choking down each other's hero as much as possible so that they won't be creating havoc in this battlefield. With that, the first pick has been set. It will be going towards the team LCF. I am curious to know what they will be picking. The Hylos is standing still, open right now. The Terizla, the Edith. We see that in the last game, we did see a commendable defend coming in from her. She was right there in the front, sacrificing herself for the defend as well. So that was such a good gameplay coming in, and with that, they prioritized the Ruby. Fredo.
Yup, they did prioritize the Ruby here. Like you said, I was also thinking, I was also expecting them to pick the Edith first, but they have banned out the Phobias. So yeah, if they have banned out the Phobias, so right now if they decided to pick an Edith here, the enemy might be taking the Ruby. So yeah, because of that, they decided to pick the Ruby because the Ruby will not have any counters. So that is why maybe they decided to take the Ruby. And like I said before, Fanny, for that they have banned out the Zushin, and for that Phobias they banned out the Roger. And yeah, the side of ABM, they really hate the chip. Either they pick it or they ban it. So yeah, that is something that I have noticed in the past many games which I have watched from ABM. So yeah, that is why they have banned the chip as well. And right now, Edith and Zask, of course, the most probable picks of the Indian meta right now. They have taken up that as well. And oh, it will be the Ling jungle. My goodness, Shyam on the Ling is something that you need to watch out, guys, because Shyam is one of the best Ling in this country. And yeah, you will be witnessing in live. Let's see if he can carry his team.
Mm-hmm. But again, that is a sneaky assassin, the Shadow Ninja. Hayabusa open for ABM to grab his hands on. Will J will be securing it, and talking about the EXP lane to counter Ruby, I don't think like Meteor or that Terizla would have worked well with his wonders of magic he does with the penalty zone. And this time he prioritized the Edith for instead of the Terizla. So I don't think like ABM this time definitely have something in their pockets to show and offer us in this game number 2.
And that is highly possible that we would be going towards the goal lane as well, and the Meteor heading towards the EXP because it is me who has been playing the EXP lane with that Apex going in with the high loss pick with a vengeance. That is what I wanted to see in this game, and we got it. There we go. But the second phase of the ban is up right now. The Moscow has been taken down. It will be neither Raju or Radium getting the Moscow this time. But on the other hand, the Harris is open for them. Will they be prioritizing the Harris or maybe it will fear the Fredo?
Yeah, it seemed like Radium nor Raju will be picking up that Moskov. By the way, both the gold laners, their names are starting with Ra here. So yeah, it will be a Ra gold in the gold lane battle between the Ra and the Ra. Let's see which Ra comes out better here. And right now, we can see that a few bans are still left. So yeah, right now the gold lanes have not been picked yet. Even though the Edith might be going to the gold lane as well, we're not sure about that. But the Edith versus Ruby matchup will be an interesting matchup in the gold lane, because these days gold lane is this Ruby is dominating in the gold lane right now. But they're looking to ban out the marksmen here. So maybe they are still looking to pick a gold lane. And right now, Apex, he did so well with that Hylos in the last game, so he'll be looking to pick that again. But yeah, it's still too early to think about what they will be banning here. But banning out that Carmilla does mean that the side of team ABM might be looking to pick up a hyper, like let me guess here, or let me leave the guess to Sasuke. What do you think Jay will be picking up this time?
Well, I don't know, because there is Hayabusa gain open in the hyper section. So LCF, they could prioritize the hyper ban in terms of Hayabusa. But look at that. That is the lone. And again, if I would like to highlight the part, like in terms of gold lane, Ruby definitely dominates, but let's not forget Radium in the game number 1 on that main star over to that gold lane was causing a total decimation and destroying the enemy gold lane. That was Moscow, and again he'll be locking down that main star, because the ultimate from the mid star, that is the King's Call, and could nullify the link along with that Ruby. So both of these heroes would be absolutely nothing in his ultimate, and the area and the engages he provides is just absolutely nuts.
Look at that. Radium picking up in Minnesota. That is what I wanted. We all wanted as well. But on the other hand, Devi Prasad, he's still hovering towards his tanks picks as well. He is trying to get the hands of Atlas or maybe a Trivial. Both the tanks having a strong CC. This would be something good pick there. But on the other hand, Raju going in with the carry pick. Pretty solid picks coming in from both the teams right now, and no time wasted.
Whoa, whoa. I mean, I've seen a lot of people asking for this before. And I mean, I guess three of us here, who are, on the caster's desk right now might be expecting it too. And Jay, on his in already, man. I mean, a lot of people in the chat were asking, especially Yumena, she was asking for the, yin from the Jay, and right now we're going to witness it. And yeah, the picks are complete. The carry, oh my god, a very good pick actually, considering the tanky front line of the enemy side. And the Tigreal as well should be able to make a nice initiation. But yeah, Radium's, Mincetar's, King's Calling might be disturbing him here though. But right now, both the teams' draft do look pretty strong. The things we have to watch out here will be the yins, the yin of Jay, as well as the Ling of Shyam, and of course Raju on that carry as well. Something to watch out here. And yeah, with that, we're into the game already. So yeah, take it on, you two, and give the audience a nice time. Put up a good show, guys. Come on, I'll be going now.
That is absolutely nuts, and thank you for joining us in the phase, and thank you for the beautiful analysis you provide with your knowledge. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back again in the land of Dawn. This is the game number 2 between the two Goliaths fighting off for redeeming themselves in this Masters Challenge Season 1. ABM on the right side taking off LCF on the blue side. As the match proceeds, both junglers are just going in and clearing their blue buff, a pretty good decent rotation. And with the rotation, it seems like Ling will be prioritizing a gank or rotation towards the bottom lane.
That is right, Sasuke. Look at that. On the other hand, Yin has this power spike. When he hits the level 4, he could kidnap the carry going into the domain as well. Since on the side of LCS, we do have 3 of the squishiest hero, like the Vexana, the carry, and as well as the Link. If Link does not have his Tempest of Blade with that, there is some pokings going around from both the tanks. Look at that.
Meanwhile, look at the top lane in the gold lane. Things are getting up some spicy, but Radium sensing some danger because he knows like this carry is definitely going nuts and coming too far. Definitely someone is there in the bush to help him out, and with that sense of danger he will just backing out. But look at that Jay, sneaky plays, trying to go and caught someone in the ultimate Sukuna Storm, and that is the flicker outplay coming in from Radium, but that is the comeback from the Devi Prasad, securing the first blood as two members of ABM will be going down. But there is the J ultimate being popped up. He might be in some trouble as he has already taken down Raju, but there is the charm Tempest of Blade being popped up, and he's minus 5% of the HP. Both the teams are looking good, but Jay with some luck in his hand will be just going to the base.
Ain't no way, just survived that. They just lost HP. Look at that. He did not move out from the bush. And, and also the death was in the right moment as well. There is a pretty good rotation coming in from this us. And there we go. The first turtle of the second match is up. This will be a battle of retribution. While there is a zoning coming in already from the side of Ruby as the flicker is popped out from her.
That is a nightmare spawn being used from that Zaz, so there will be no nightmare spawn. But look at that, Jane always kidnapping that. But this time he might be in some trouble because that is the ultimate being used from Link. The Tempest of Blade along with that is a CC coming in from Ruby. But in the process, Mirio will be taking down a double kill, a 3-for-1 trade. This time maybe I'm winning the team fight again, and this might be an uncontested total for them.
Highly possible that it will be an uncontested turtle. Look at them. Both the teams, they are not prioritizing the turtles right now. No one now is in the area around the turtle. But on the other hand, it will be the Yin going back to his jungle as well. So, he really needs this farm up. But on the other hand, I'm realizing that he is kidnapping those right people, like the Vexana, the carry. That is pretty much good coming in here from the Yin here.
That is true, and look at that Tempest of Blade being used again from the link between the turtle, but that is the Mirio with his Primal Rat securing a kill, and that is just securing and lurking around for the perfect mark, making sure he gets Anuradha out of the game, and he's doing that. Babura might be in some trouble with a nick of HP. He'll be just going back. He seems to be in some trouble, but look at that. In the turtle pit area, there is Link lurking around to get that turtle steal because he has the head. He has retribution, so he was like thinking like I probably could get that turtle for my team, but that won't be the case because Jay with his retribution will be securing it right away.
Oh, look at that. It was a zoning coming in from the ATM. It was pretty much well 4 members on the turtle. It was a easy leverage. It is an easy pathway for the J to take up the turtle. But on the other hand, also Mirio, I really have to comment how he's there in every single team fight and even zoning out the Vexana at the right time. And that is just helping the J to get his ultimate up onto Vexana or the carry. Look at that.
Meanwhile, Mirio just lurking around and making sure he pops up this link, but there is the flicker commit, and this might be Shah might be in some trouble. Tempest of Blade being used, but Mirio is not committing for that kill. He too have that Primal Breath, but this coordination, this discipline coming in from Mirio is just too commendable. And look at that, Jay already stealing down the red buff and taking that buff away from Ling. Meanwhile, in the top lane, there is a pretty good hook and along with a beautiful implosion, but that he'll be going down in the process because he was just fighting inside the tower. But look at that, Ling along with the team from LCF is probably on the top side.
Look at the micros coming in from both the teams. They are evading each other's skills. On the other hand, that was very unfortunate to see Integral fighting alone, giving an implosion. But oh, wait a minute. Looks like the top lane has been taken. And this will be the first turret so far into the match. And, so far the Link Red has been invaded. Now his blue buff is also in jeopardy. Look at his teammate providing him the zoning and the support as well.
In the midst of fight, in the middle lane, we can see he might be in some trouble. Radium going down as that is the Devi Prasad securing that kill. And look at that. Babura might be in some trouble. That Peric spawn being used, dealing too much damage. And Devi Prasad just tanking it off like a chat boy, man.
I do agree. Look at that. The Nightmaric spawn just almost. If it was just on the turret, he might have gotten a kill or two. But no, look at that. It will be a little waste here. On the other hand, the mid lane has been protected right now, and I'm really happy to say that they are doing it a pretty well job. But on the other hand, the bot lane, take it away, Sasuke.
Oh, that is a beautiful implosion coming in from Devi Prasad, making sure he marks down Apex, but that is the glorious pathway in the end, and that is the beautiful hook coming in from Instar along with the process. That is the King's Calling. This might be a wiped out for LCF, but look at that! Link defying all the odds, using his Tempest of Blade, securing a kill over to the Radium as Jay, with his nick amount of HP, he'll just retreat from the team fight. A 3-for-1 this time again. Team fight going in the hands of ABM, but look at that, Mirio using his flicker, making sure he gets some plays, but something mismatched and it was not connected, and the play was not intended as it should be.
Oh, the flicker play coming in from me. Or the Vexana there, but no, that won't be doing the trick there. With that, I really have to say, looking at the build, right now, I see Mirio having a Dreadnought armor. This is giving him that extra shield that he needs from the physical damage coming in from Shyam as well. Look at that, even the carry. But on the other hand, carry being caught right into the King's Calling. It's very unfortunate. But the turtle the turtle has gone. This is the 8th minute of the game. The Lord is of this capital level 1 Lord.
Oh, in the bot lane, Raju might be going down as he was just overextended. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Nightmare spawn being used, and Radha might be in some trouble, just poking down and lurking down, and that will be going off. But look at that, that is Sham, and that is the beautiful implosion connecting two members of ABM this time. And Devi Prasad will be shutting down Mirio in the process. Apex helping his best buddy Mirio, but the damage won't be good enough. Jay already in the tower is looking for more as he has the ultimate, and this time he will be kidnapping and taking Tigreal in the wrath, and this time he will be securing the kill. There goes the killing spree for Jay.
Devi Prasad does not go in so easily. Look at him using up the complete flicker as well, but unfortunately Yun's damage got up to him, and also the wind him using up his King's Calling right before the Lord. He pretty much wasted his ultimate here, but that could have been used while there's a Lord bait dance already going on.
What's quite funny is Minstar, that is the Radium, using his King's Calling, but we will talk about it quite later, because there we can see a beautiful implosion setting up along with the glorious pathway, and that is the Tempest of Blade, making sure Sham this time shuts down Jay, completely denying him from taking someone to his domain. And there we go, Mirio might be in some trouble, but that is the Nightmaric spawn being used, and Anuradha might be in some trouble. But look at that! Every members of Team LCF going and disengaging in a proper way, but in the mid side we see a 1v1 battle between the gold laners, that is the carry, against this Radium, and he'll be going down. Carry
so much annoying. Look at him, he's just annoying and poking the hell out of every single one. He's taking out, he's chipping in the damage onto a Ruby as herself as well. Ruby being the sustain queen. Are you kidding me? Oh, look at that, the links with the Tempest of Blade. Looks like it will be the Asuna being picked off here.
Meanwhile, oh, Ling will be falling down, but that is the beautiful implosion coming in from Devi Prasad. But this time, he'll be falling down because he was just fighting inside the tower, and the Primal Wrath from Meteor will be chunking down the HP from Gary, and he'll be just shutting down a beautiful place coming in from Radium, a flicker hook, and he'll be securing a kill over to that Vexana. Meanwhile, that final member of LCF going down as Meteor was just too fixated to secure that kill. A wiped out this time for LCF.
Beautiful coming in from the side of ABM. They are making sure to get all the priority members such as the Vexana, the carry, the Ling very early on. You know, the King's calling, giving him the unarmed. Oh, wait a minute, look at that. The retribution coming in, and also he secures a kill onto the Yin as well.
No way, he did that, Sham, with a beautiful execution. The retribution on that Lord, securing the second Lord, I believe. Or maybe the first Lord. Yo, no, it is quite a second Lord, not an enhanced Lord, but definitely that bonk from the Lord, making sure the members of EBM were just turned down, and no, Sham was on point, securing that Lord for his team, and this time they do have a specific room for themselves to provide with some oxygen there in the bottom lane. Shah might be in some trouble. Ultimate being popped out from Radium. The damage is dealing is just nuts. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we can see the Nightmaric Spawn being used in Arcade. Look at that Apex. He is just solely tanking the damage coming in from LCF this time, but the Lord is already marching down towards the ABM's base from the top lane. He's just making sure he beats down that top tier 2 tower with that.
You know, with this Lord, they were able. Oh, wait a minute, the team fight is on. Take it away, Sasuke.
Mid tier 2 tower falling down as the members of LCF is just marching down with the aggression. But this time, you know, it is quite 12 minutes and 50 seconds in the game, and you know, ABM, they shine very much in the late game in spite having going off nuts and buzzers. They are just waiting for one mistakes that LCF made, and they'll be just turning died. And look at that, Anuradha might be popping out her ultimate, but that is the Apex. But the CC coming in from LCF is just too much. That is the Nightmaric Spawn. Arcade Babura might be in some trouble. That is the Meteor with his flicker ultimate, but there in the midst of fight, Jay securing a kill over to that Vexana, and he takes the double kill as Carrie will be falling down. A triple kill for that maniac. And look at that Tempest of Blade being fall out, but he will be in some trouble. Beautiful engage coming in from. Wait a minute! No way, Astronaut just making a nits of a play, securing a kill, and that will be Ruby falling down. The last member of LCF will be going down again. A clean sweep, 1 for 5.
Again, a wipeout. Are you kidding me, Sasuke? Look at that. You know, in the last Lord, as soon as the Link stole the Lord, you know, they were able to get up their gold up, you know, trying to even it out with the team ABM. But this team fight did not favor towards the side of LCF, and they will be giving away that gold. You know, the gap has been closed, but right now the kills have been favoring towards the side ABM. On the other hand, the Lord will be up in few seconds. We will be seeing the battle of retribution coming in from the Ling as well as the Yin.
But again, LCF making sure they get their hands on the bush again. But look at that, Jay taking Devi Prasad into the domain, and he'll be just chunking down, but that is the implosion used away from Devi Prasad. He will be just securing, but the members of EBM would be denying it. Glorious pathway being used again. Babura might be in some trouble as he's caught in the stuns, and the CC provided by the team. But look at that, that is the ultimate being popped up from the Vexana, but the damage coming in from Jay will be more than enough to make sure he goes down. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, the battle between this, but will be proceeding it with the further on, because that is the Jay using his ultimate again and securing a kill over to that Anuradha in the bottom lane.
ABM knows that the Tigreal, you know, they're giving up. Oh, wait a minute, the base is exposed. Looks like the Wind of Nature has been used from the carry. She's trying to chip in damage, but they disengage.
A perfect display, but look at that Jay, how does he do that every time? Taking this time carry, he will be securing that kill. You know, It was a too close call, a neck to neck fight in that domain expansion coming in from Jay. That Sukuna definitely is quite the demon lord we speak of, and the third lord of the game is already up, and this time ABMs will be the one to go for that fight. But look at that, there is the Devi Prasad along with the Baburao, making sure they disrupt the lord fight as of now.
Jay is back in the action. He is back again trying to hunt down the Tigreal again. Look at that, the implosion going in. But oh, take it away, Sasuke.
Hmm? Oh, wait a minute! This time a perfect execution and outplay, making sure they get Jay this time. He was looking for some outplay, but in the process, he got outplayed. But they prioritize Jay over that kill. But look at that, Meteor using his primal wrath, making sure he marks that on rather. But Raju with his ultimate will be securing, but there is the Tempest of Blade making sure, but in the process he'll be falling down because the King's calling from Radium is there, and there is the two-man implosion coming in from Devi Prasad, but there is the no backup from LCA, but there is the Anuradha bit late, and the damage she providing is just not, but there is Radium. Devi Prasad will be falling down, meanwhile Apex just lurking around the Vexana's ass, and he'll be going down, killing each other. What is this game, man?
Oh my god, another wipeout, but unfortunately the Ruby was out. And even without a lot, ABM were able to manage to take the inhibitor, and that would be the bot inhibitor, and no amount of spells is helping that Ruby or even the Vexana to survive. Look at the damage coming in, and also Apex, he damage onto that Vexana so hard. That was a very, very good engage coming in from Apex right there.
I think like the Winter Crown could probably come in handy for all members of LCF this time, because Jay at this point is just taking even the tanky players of ABM. But look at that, there is the hook along with that King's calling from Instar, and there is the Winter Crown. Barbara might be in some trouble because look at that, there is Unfriended being used, but this time Zask will be securing, but in the process the Radium will be going down. Tempest of Blade being used again, and he will be securing a kill over to that Meteor. The big bad boy will be going down, and look at that, Jay again taking Raju to the domain, but this time he falls out because the damage is online, and look at that, ABM, all 5 members of them are down, and LCF looking strong this time, pushing towards the ABM base, trying to end it, and this will be it as they'll be ending down the base.
A 1-for-1 score, the Yin came in a little late with that. It will be a wipeout for the side of team ABM, and no way, with just one of the cannon minion, they end the game. Look at the sheer amount of progress coming in.
That's what I like about both of the teams, because in the late game, both of the teams, they are just waiting for the minor mistakes and making sure they tried their best to make that mistakes of the enemy teams in a huge tide, so they could wipe the entire team off and probably could secure the game in their hands, and that's what happened. In the last team fight, ABM dominating the whole game, but in the last fight, something definitely went wrong. Hooking down that Babura was not the prime aspect. Radium should have gone for someone else in the team fight, or maybe the marking section, but looking at the damage, I don't think like the most damage is being done by Jay. Look at that, 25%, and that is the second damage dealer is also now with 24% damage.
That is right. With that, Shyam will be taking home the MVP for the match. And he is also a very close contender for the highest damage as well, right below the zone. But there we go. Since this is the best of 5, we'll be right back with the match 3.
I don't think like you were lagging a bit for the last game, but this is it for the game number 2 with this is the 1-1 score for both of the teams. ABM winning the first round, but this time with a sneaky comeback. LCF making sure they balance it out. This is the game number 2, and we'll be right with the game number 3 with a short break.
bang, 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 bang. Come on, let's go really up. Down chillin' with the homies that'll really go. Got a bad chicken in it, with the going up. Better bring her up, while you looking like a stab. Put you in a car fight, like, better get the fuck up. But another round, cause you get a fucked up. I'ma put you in the dirt, cause I ain't gonna find you a bad luck. Go on, nigga, come on, let's go really up. Come on, let's go really up. I'ma put you in the dirt, come on, let's go really up. Come on, let's go really up. I'ma hit the picture, come on, let's go really up. Come on, let's go really up. I'ma put you in the dirt, come on, let's go really up. Come on, let's go really up. I'ma hit the picture, come on, let's go really up. I just wanna hit the bar, I just wanna be the best, I just wanna get up. I ain't never trusted anybody else in my love. I don't go with bitch, I just wanna go. You know I'm on the road, bitch, I'm making so much cash, I can't see the flow. Yeah, 0 to 100, you know I'm about to blow. John Cena, you better hide your fucking face. He's a motherfucker, I gaze in every place. He's a fake, but you better get it safe, cause I'm fitting here, I'm late, cause I'm fitting here safe. In Tokyo, with an old green free, no deckers. Shady your cars, but you know I'm fucking retro. If you wanna fucking ticket to my bedroom, pop a fucking bean and I ain't talking bento. City lights, but you know I'm in a trance. She's a fucking toss, so I drop my pants. Made it up, she got all of my songs, yo, took it to the bed, yeah, she's really hard. Yo, come on, let's go really hard, I'ma put you in the dirt, come on, let's go really hard. Yo, come on, let's go really hard, I'ma hit the fucking dirt, come on, let's go really hard. Yo, come on, let's go really hard, I'ma put you in the dirt, come on, let's go really hard. Yo, come on, let's go really hard, I'ma hit the fucking dirt, come on, let's go really hard.
Setting this at maximum power.
Laser and charged particle beam weapons.
Weapons activated.
My city's gonna tell you the tale. Everyone was left in the veil. My time won't come to an end. Take a look around, it's a war zone. The damage is already done. Take a look around, it's a war zone. The damage is already done. Take a look around and keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone, and I'll be fighting for my life. So keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone, and I'll be fighting. I'm back to the bone. Got blood on my knees. I'm back for my life. I'm fighting. Yeah, I'm back to the bone. Got blood on my knees. I'm back for my life. I'm fighting. The ash keep burning down. No, you won't hear a sound. The screaming bottled within. Take a look around and keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone, and I'll be fighting for my life. So keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone, and I'll be fighting. And I'll be fighting for my life. So keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone, and I'll be fighting for my life. So keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone, and I'll be fighting.
Team is banning.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are wondering what happens when a tornado meets a volcano, guess what? You're at the exact place where you will see the answer for that as APM, the tornado of the Indian ML scene, is taking on none other than LCF, the volcano that is waiting to erupt, who showed the glimmers in the previous game and are now ready to move forward in this game number 3. You've got me skated as your main caster, ladies and gentlemen, and with me we've got none other than the man from the other side of the sea, Kronos, and we've also got an amazing guest for the draft itself. It's going to be the man, the myth, the legend, Itami. You all are watching Masters Challenge Grand Finale. And this is the game number 3 between ABM and LCF. Boys, take the draft away.
Oh my god, Scared It. Oh my god. Could not have given a better introduction, especially to the game. Forget us casters, because we're here to give the hype. We're here to live the hype. The ones to dish it out are ABM and LCF, like you mentioned. I know you said it was a tornado meeting a volcano, but guess what? You can call it the other way around as well. The unstoppable force meets the immovable object. And right now, the immovable object being ABM, the unstoppable force LCF. And like Scared It mentioned, we are ready to get into the draft, which we are under halfway already. Itami, break it down for us.
Thank you for the introduction, Skediet. And yes, on the blue side we have ABM, on the red side we have none other than Team LCF. ABM going with the Assassin's ban, the Fanny, the Ling, as well as the Jushin. And from the red side we are seeing a Phobius ban, Xbox ban, and a chip ban. And ABM immediately locking in the Roger. This Roger is most probably going to the hands of Jay, but even Radium can pull off this, Roger. What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, here's the thing, boy. This is the exact same draft of game number 1, Kronos and Itami. These were the exact same bans and the exact same picks where ABM did close it out. And Jay was playing phenomenal with that Roger into the jungle itself as Radium. If I remember, in that match, went in with the Minsatar in the gold lane, only to answer back of LCS Moscow in the gold. So it was pretty fun engagement, but I think so now they're going to lock in the Vixana, and that's exactly what they do, because in the previous game, Asuna was the one in game number 1 where he picked up the Vixana, and it was super annoying to that open Zask, which I think so might be a way to go for ABM, but they would need some wave clear, but good denial picks, Kronos.
I mean, if you think about the denial, I agree. The fact that it's Hylos and the Vexana, kind of a problem for the Roger to deal with, but let's not forget one thing, Scared. One very important thing right now, looking at the bans, right? People have realized what ABM is all about. They are about this X-Borg in the jungle, in the hands of Jay. This X-Borg is kind of immortal, you could say, because he barely dies. You get 2 lifelines with the Faraga armor, and then you get the immortality base, you get another 2. So along with that, you get the chip for the early game, which is kind of OP right now in the current meta. We know about it. Phobius, another hero that kind of revolves around the draft, but if you leave all the fighter bans, if you just lock down these fighter bans, then Jay is kind of in a hard place, and we've seen that before, and that's how we know Eliminators actually took an entire tournament away from them, a best of 7 nonetheless. But right now, looking at the answers coming out, this has been the trade back and forth, the Vexana or the Aurora. These are the ones that are there in the fray, and Asuna picking up the Aurora right now means that Frigid Glacier is going to be a problem for them to deal with, along with the Zaman Force. They are trying to go for the Wombo combo. They're trying to get that AoE control in these team fights, but Itami, if you ask me, I think this Roger is still not answered unless and until they have some sort of a damage dealer from behind in the form of maybe a Clint that can actually deal with this Herod.
I do agree with you, but
You forget one thing, Itami. Sorry to barge in. There's a Ruby open though. Now take it away.
Oof, I don't know about that.
The Ruby is open as well, and they might be insisting to ban the Ruby here, and Sham will be locking in the Hayabusa assassin pick from the side of Team LCF, and they will be proceeding with the bans here. And Team LCF also got rid of the chip. We saw in the previous games, Apex was an absolute menace on that chip. He was able to teleport, he was able to cast his ultimate. All of the team was joining in the team fights. They were able to pull off a complete wipeout on the previous semifinals as well. And by far, ABM has been really working on in that chip. But LCF made sure that the chip was banned this game.
I kind of like that idea, as you mentioned already, and we were talking about the fact that how this almost, till the first pick though, till the Roger pick, this was the draft that was looking like exactly that game number 1. But since now Terizla has been banned out and Ruby is the answer back for ABM, I really like it. Now I agree, Hayabusa is also a prio pick, but I would have preferred Ruby in that situation. But looking at the LCS ban, they're targeting that EXP lane. Maybe the next one could be an Arlert ban, Edith, or maybe an Edith as well, since it's left open. And this could also mean that the Hylos might be going in that EXP lane. So the roamer is still available, and the gold lane is also something that you can play around with. So a good flex pick from LCF. But ABM, again, you see that their draft is now straightforward. With Harith pick onto the hands of Radium, you know that the Roger is 100% in jungle, so it's a very straightforward ban out from here on now. Maybe they can also take away the Mathilda because of the aggressive play of Roger Mathilda combo, or maybe an Angela, but no, they take off the Tigreal.
I mean, I agree to disagree there, Scared. I understand the Angela, the Matilda, not so much because they need some sort of a fast wave clear to pair up with this Aurora right now. But at the same time, let's not forget the understanding of why LTF have actually picked up this Hayabusa, folks, is just because Hayabusa counters the Harith in 100% way. Because the Harith, yes, he can drop the Zaman Force. He got the Chrono Dashes, Synchro Fission to dish out all that damage from far and actually burst down the enemies, along with a bit of sustain that he gets as well. But at the same time, the Hayabusa, actually with the Ogi Shadow kill, will just take him down instantly. But at the same time, now the answer should still be coming out. Will there be a gold laner that can actually beat Harith currently in the meta? And the only one I can think of is Roger, but he's already being taken by ABM. So Itami, this Kufra, yes, answers a lot of questions, but what do you think is going to be the final part of the draft from ABM?
Maybe they would be going with a golden carry, but maybe not. But Apex will be locking in the Jawhead here as their roamer. And yeah, Apex with the Jawhead and Radium. In order to answer Radium, they need a really good, reliable gold laner. And they, like, the HPs of Team LCF is quite high as well. The Hylos as well as the Kufra. This Hylos could have been gone to the room, but it will be proceeding to the EXP as Kufra has been picked. And we are yet to see the last and final pick from Team ABM. That is going to be an EXP laner, and it is going to be an Edith from the side of Meteor.
Understandable as well. I already mentioned in the drafting phase itself that Edith was also left open, so I think so an Edith ban would have been a bit more better instead of a Tigreal, but it's understandable. But what is going to be the gold lane pick for the side of LCF is a big question. You mentioned about that, Kronos, but I think so a Minsatar could also work in this situation. I don't care. I don't care. It counters Harith. It will counter the flicker ejector plays of Apex as well. Plus, Meteor. Last point. Meteor can't really use his ultimate inside the King's Calling.
But guess what? I called it like 3 picks ago, folks. The Clint is the only answer that I can actually see to the Harith. Yes, he beats him in lane, but the mid-game power spike that this Harith gets, that this Edith gets, cannot match up to that of, you know what I mean? The Minsatar cannot match up to that. And that's why I think they need a late game scaling. They need that extra bit of heal. I mean, sorry, not heal. They need the extra bit of true damage. And the heal coming out from Revitalize, that's the one. I just saw a little swap, so forget that, folks. But anyway, Itami, thank you for being here with us in this draft for the grand finale. However, right now, soon enough, we're gonna go straight into the game, folks. This is a game number 3, grand finale of the Masters Challenge. I am Kronos, alongside me, Scared Yet, and thank you to Itami for being there for this draft. And right now, Scared Yet, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and friends of all ages, let's get ready to rumble because we are here once again. And Scared, what do you think is going to be the upper hand? You've seen both the drafts. Give me your opinion.
If you really talk about it and ask my opinion for that, I think so we might possibly see LCF as well. Their majority of the idea for the draft is just to play around those counter picks, clear the mid wave fast, and then move around, play for that mid game power spike, make sure the Hayabusa is farming up really fast and quick. But on the other side, for ABM, I think so they are the ones who would want to play in on for that extra bit of an engage tool. But we'll talk about that later, because look at what right now LCF are doing. They're trying to steal away that bear. We've talked about it, how important it is to hit that level 4 power spike, but Roger does not really care about that level 4, does he?
Not really. I think the one we should watch out for in this game has to be Apex, especially on the Jawhead. He'll be looking to get those early ejectors, the smart missiles. Look at that. They catch Devi Prasad right now. They get him low as well. Level 2 bouncing ball to help him get out of harm's way. And right now, Narada here trying to do a little bit more, but Scared Yet. It's just been a stalemate so far. Turtle about to spawn. And I think this is the gold lane matchup we were talking about. Never mind. But there we go, Scared. What do you think?
It was a pretty close call if you talk about it. But for now, we might see Sham going for the engage, but not so much. It's just the apex. You don't want to risk so early on to move into that ejector play and get caught by that. The EXP, as you mentioned, is going to be crucial as Mirio needs to hit his level 4 before this turtle comes. But Sham wants to probably try and prioritize that lane now.
Yeah, I think he should, especially given the fact that his Hylos is just zoning him away. Baburov actually trying to make sure he can see things right, making sure going back to the base as the turtle's about to spawn in 5.
Seems to be quite an important matter right now. Devi Prasad as well, trying to slowly move back because he can't really fight against Apex and they will have the priority. This turtle should go to ABM and it seems like the call from LCF is just move back, but here we go. Anuradha, but the flicker at the last second.
Yeah, too close for comfort. That was indeed. But look at that Earth Shatter coming in along with the onward. Get that first blood down towards ABM and Apex in the middle of it as well. Right now, Baburov just gets ejected along with the Eternal Guardian that came in to kind of save the day, but not enough for them to deal with. On the other side, however, Sham goes in, Quad Shadow on towards Radium. They get a little bit more. Zaman Force just dropped down, but there it is. The big Ogi Shadow kill come on up, but they don't have enough damage. No Quad Shadow as well. He gets caught. Apex comes in. There it is. Unstoppable Force. He goes straight on towards Devi Prasad. He gets him down, but look at Sham between a rock and a hard place. Will he go down there? Lycan pounce on towards Raju. They get the kill. Down bot as well. So that's 3-0. ABM 4-0 up top right now, dominating the game so far.
Phenomenal performance by Radium, and that Purify was just sublime. Not a single stack of those shurikens of Sham onto that Harith, and that's the reason why Radium survived. And a perfect re-engage. They will get the tier 1 down bottom. That means this Harith is now going to get a phenomenal power spike. And if in case ABM can make this Harith snowball, Radium is just going to have the time of his life. This seems to be a 2-0 start with the way how ABM are starting things off. But again, LCF, we know that their power spike stands in the mid game when this Hayabusa hits that level 8.
Yeah, I mean, level 8 to actually get a little bit of power spike, level 12 to make sure he starts dominating the game, and he'd be looking to farm up really quick, and that's why you can see they're protecting his buff and Apex as well, just making sure to scout out this River Y bush to make sure he gets something in return. But look at that turtle about to spawn in 15 seconds while Jay is making his rotation down bot after taking that blue.
Understandable already, since we know that this Roger, and interesting that he's actually gone in for the Corrosion Strike as the first item. That means we might possibly see a Trinity build Roger after a long time though, so I'm pretty intrigued to see that build. But as you mentioned, the position seems to be right now favoring ABM. Maybe not.
Oh my god, the Fruits of Glacier for the re-engage, however, after the revenge, but Jay going straight in the backline. Sham taking so low, and there he is, Synchro-efficient to drop him down, and they want to go for the re-engage. Lycan Pounce comes out, they get everything that they can. They get 2, they want to go for more. Jay is hungry, Roger diving in with the Lycan Pounce once again. They get 3, and one after another. Look like LCF are falling down like dominoes. Glorious Pathway can't really do much, but the Zaman Force is, and Anuradha has to back off. Jay wants to go in. Look at that Lycan form. He's hungry for those kills. This Lycan is jumping around in the land of Dawn scared as ABM are taking the mid lane turret. But at the same time, Devi Prasad and Babu Rao should be able to defend. But no, there's the ejector along with the Earth Shatter as well. Overextending this team fight, but still coming out on top.
The re-engage is just sublime for ABM, and that's exactly what I mentioned. The re-engage phenomenal, but seems like bottom.
Yeah, look at that. They go Earth Shatter once again. Jay is still there, but rocking a hard place. He gets the Lycan Pounce. He gets a double. No mana right now, but they get that Skirm's Revenge onto that. They get the Frigid Glacier as well, throwing everything at them except the kitchen sink. And Mirio falls down, but the trade is for 3. And I think this is a win, but look at Apex. He has the damage after a dish out. That's half his HP. The Frosty Breeze as well, and Sham is just taken so low, he can't really do much right now. Scared, he has to go back.
The only way for a team to play against a Hayabusa is to make sure that the Hayabusa does not farm up really fast, and that's exactly what ABM has done. But it did not came in from going in for those invades, but rather making sure that Radium is the man who does not fall. But here we go, another pushback onto Ejector.
Look at that. Baburo has to zone for his team. They know he's the big front line, and this is where Asuna will shine on this Aurora, the Frigid Glacier, for that re-engage. When Kufra dives in with the Tyrant's Revenge, just making sure that it's all in one place, locking them down with those cold winds, making sure that they feel the north. Right now, however, the turtle is up once again, the final turtle of the game, I'm assuming. But Scared, you think this is gonna be all in, or should they give it away?
To be very honest, they don't have anything to fight because look at the goal difference already almost 6,000 in favor of ABM. Jay also picks up the Sky Piercer. The only thing that might work in favor of LCF is the fact that there's a glowing wand in the hands of Anuradha, so you know that there's going to be some sort of damage, but nothing apart from that. Look at towards the bottom side, seems like an engage already happening there.
Oh, never mind. They're pushing Sham back, and look at that once more. There's double engages going on Babura, but at the same time, look at the Frigid Glacier coming out from Asuna, dealing quite a lot of damage. That Eternal Guardian did nothing in return, but Raju is right now the only one that's a damage dealer. And he needs a lot of time. This Clint needs a lot of time to farm up. He needs at least 3 items to start hitting that power spike, but Scared. That build that you mentioned earlier, the Corrosion Sight and the Sky Piercer, I even saw a Thunder build. I've never seen this before. What do you think? What's the reason behind that?
I love the fact that you mentioned about it because I was going to say there's just a sheer amount of crowd control on the other side. Plus on Roger, you can stack up those Thunderbolt stacks really quickly. And again, the Corrosion Strike is added just to get that extra bit of attack speed with those constant attacks. So with this build, you really don't rely on the Lycan Pounds, but rather onto your normal human form damage as well. And oh my god, there seems to be another throw.
Humans fighting, but on the bot lane, humans are not fighting. It's a Centaur versus a robot, Jawhead, unstoppable force. And look at Mirio, he catches him. Yes, he does. Onward, Earth Shatter, but able to flicker out of harm's way. Raju just able to survive, but on the bot side, they get that. Devi Prasad, Tyrant's Revenge charging up, doesn't want to go and realizes that Asuna does have the Frigid Glacier. And if they pop that, that's all be... Oh, he's charging once again. He's got me anxious, Scared. I'm not sure, but guess on the other side, the Terrified on towards Mirio, but Shyam doesn't have enough damage. Still level 11, doesn't have that 12 power spike that they need. Somehow able to keep up the farm, but look at Jay. Oh my god, a monstrous 14.
I was about to mention already that Jay has been out farming everyone. He goes in for the brute force breastplate as well, making sure he's got some increased defenses as well as going in for that tankiness because he needs to dive in over towards that backline. Plus, I wanted to mention in the draft itself that Kufra, understandable, but did not seem to be the best pick for that third one. I wanted to see a Ruby already picked up early on in that gold lane. Could have countered a lot on the other side, but Devi Prasad. Now, even if he jumps in with the Tyrant's Revenge, you know that there's so many counters on the other side. Radium has a Purify. He can just walk away. Apex Ejector. You got Mirio with the Onwards, with the Earth Shatterer. Earth Shatterer cannot be cancelled though. It cannot be interrupted. And then there's Asuna with the Frigid Glacier, with the Frosty Winds. As a Kufra, you can't really do anything in that case. So all you have to do is wait for Apex to try and go in for the engage. But even that might not be very helpful. Sham has got the Quad Shadows to try and run away from here.
Yeah, but at the same time, oh, never mind. I was going to say the unstoppable force, like the name says, cannot be stopped as well. So Scared, you're completely right, but I think they want to go for disengage. Tyrant's Revenge charging up. I don't think they should. But the Lord marching down the top side. This is it going to be all she wrote, Scared? That's all I'm going to ask. Is this going to be the end, or will they live to see another day?
It's 9,000 goal lead. If in case ABM does not close it out here, I think so there could be a potential comeback chance. But ABM need to synchronize their waves, and that's exactly what they're doing. Focusing on the tier 2 in the mid and will then go forward for those inhibitors. I love the approach, but the bottom is already dealt to win.
Yeah, Holy Defense has been procced on the top side. Mid is still available. They're trying to clear the waves out. Since it's not a Luminous Lord, they have enough time. Tyrant's Revenge on towards 2. Glorious Pathway comes, but there's the Frigid Glacier. Catches both of them off guard. Gets one. Now the second to fall. And the third will be to follow Anuradha between a rock and a hard place. Roger trying to go in with a double shot and quick draw as well. But Sham wants to go in. He has the Ogi Shadow Kill. Yes, he does. He gets one. But guess what? There's the Ejector. They get 3 in the process in the trade for 1. And right now, Jay with this Roger, Thunderbelt, Corrosion Sight, and he has that Sky Piercer as well. He is starting to melt them one after the other. Scared, never mind, he has a full build.
Endless battle as well. The true damage is going to be nasty. with those nets, with those basic attacks. You don't really need anything else to try and patch up the wounds that you will inflict on the other side. Now there's a holy crystal picked up already for Radium. He's gonna hurt like anything. There's only one radiant armor right now in the hands of Baburao. There's no magic defense for Devi Prasad whatsoever. So even though there's bouncing ball, he might be caught out there. Baburao, the only one who can possibly sustain the magic damage. But look at Jay.
No, he got baited into that one really clean, but there's the Frigid Glacier onto the Frost in the game 4! And then he going, Radium wants to go in double, Ejector, make that a triple coming in soon, but there's the Lycan Pounce, never mind, Radium picks it up for himself. And what a play, what a flicker, aggressive play coming in from Asuna. Just dived in, but look at Miria, Primal Wrath into the opposition base as well. And there's Radium, that's his Maniac. No, it's not. Godlike indeed is Radium, as proving to everyone that he is the top goal laner once again. They get a little bit more, but Jay slowing down Sham. He wants to go Unstoppable Force Ejector. That is a clean 5-man wipeout. And right now they want to end the game, but I don't think so. Apex, Asuna, Jay, Mirio, Radium. Look at that. The Zaman Force is dropped. There it is, Frigid Glacier. They're trying to survive scared, but this is all for nothing.
Oh my god. Yeah, but wait a second. The Ring of Punishment catches the punishment onto one. Do they have enough time now? Because Raju will be back up. His waves crashing from mid as well as from top. Jay can actually tank this all up. Apex is there, low HP. Raju, no flicker. He's off position and the man gets caught. It's legendary for this Wolf. And with that, we will see the Crystal fall. ABM are not bowing down and making sure that their statement says that the previous game was only a fluke.
Oh my god. The way that these guys went around, they got me choked up to the point where I'm choking on my own drinks. And right now, ABM actually making that play absolutely perfect. You understand that they actually played their game plan down to a T. They needed the early game from Apex. They wanted the early game from Jay. They needed the mid game from Radium and Asuna. And Mirio just had to survive, provide the CC, be a nuisance to the opposition. And that's what he was. A perfect display of good team morale and team collaboration. But right now, LCF ending up on the loser side, but they did try, and once again scared, that Kufra that you mentioned early on. It kind of puts a mental block onto its people, thinking that if they have the bouncing ball, they can kind of counter the Roger as well as the Harriet. And I think that's where they started tunnel visioning to the point that they needed something like that instead of a Ruby and going for a Hayabusa. So that kind of caught them off guard. And like you said, if it was a Ruby, it would have been a different story. But guess what? The writing's on the wall, and ABM pick up the victory indeed.
Absolutely. Perfect itemization from their side as well. You can see those early anti-Curious on the hands of Mirio. There's a full-fledged build on Radium too. There's no cheeky thing out there. Only Jay with a nasty build, Corrosion Strike, Thunderweld, Sky Piercer. And this build entirely relies on the early game power spike. So he trusted his team. He trusted Apex and Asuna to control that mid-river and make sure that his team has perfect vision. And Kufra technically gets countered by a Jawhead. Because even if you are in the bouncing ball position, you can always be ejected out of it, and the unstoppable force does not get stopped. So Kufra was eventually rendered useless by the Apex 4th pick of that Jawhead. So yeah, it just worked out really well. And again, Ruby is basically a priority whenever there's a Roger on the other side. You really have one skill called Don't Run Wolf's King. You don't really want to let that werewolf run away. But either ways, that was a fun game indeed, and ABM closed it out. But Kronos, it's not done yet. We still have game number 4 and maybe a possibility for LCF to make a comeback.
I mean, we saw that previously against Eliminators and the Legends Unleashed tournament, but right now it's the Masters Challenge. Are they truly the masters of this game in the subcontinent of India? Don't go anywhere, folks. Stay tuned as we will be back with game number 4 to find out, will ABM be crowned once again as champions, or will LCF actually be the one to steal it away from them right under their noses, just like they scam everybody else? Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
Come on, let's go really up. Down chillin' with the homies that'll really go. Got a bad chicken in it with the going up. Better bring her up while you looking like a snap. Put you in a car fight. Like, better get the fuck up. But another round, cause we get a fucked up. I'ma put you in the dirt, bitch. I ain't gonna find you a bad luck. Go on, nigga, come on, let's go really up. Come on, let's go really up. I'ma put you in the dirt. Come on, let's go really up. Come on, let's go really up. I'ma hit the dirt. Come on, let's go really up. Come on, let's go really up. I'ma put you in the dirt. Come on, let's go really up. Come on, let's go really up. I'ma hit the dirt. Come on, let's go really up. Cause I just wanna hit the bar. I just wanna be the best. I just wanna get up. I ain't never trusting anybody else in my love. I don't go, bitch. I just wanna go. Go. You know I'm on the road, bitch. I'm making so much cash. I can't see the plug. Got 0 to 100. You know I'm about to blow. John Cena, you better hide your fucking face. He's a motherfucker, gaze in every place. He's a fake, but you better get it safe. Cause I'm fitting here, I'm late. Got nobody else safe. In Tokyo, with an all green free, no deckers. Shady no cars, but you know I'm fucking retro. If you wanna I can take it to my bedroom. Pop a fucking bean and I ain't talking pento. City lights, but you know I'm in a trance. She's a fucking toss, so I drop my pants. Made it up, she got all of my songs. Yo, took it to the bed, yeah, she's really hard. Yo, come on, let's go really hard. I'ma put you in the dirt. Come on, let's go really hard. Yo, come on, let's go really hard. I'ma hit the fucking dirt. Come on, let's go really hard. Yo, come on, let's go really hard. I'ma put you in the dirt. Come on, let's go really hard. Yo, come on, let's go really hard. I'ma hit the fucking dirt. Come on, let's go really hard.
Setting this at maximum power.
Laser and charged particle beam weapons.
Weapons activated.
family's gonna tell you the tale. Everyone was left in the veil. My time won't come to an end. Take a look around, it's a war zone. The damage is already done. Take a look around, it's a war zone. The damage is already done. Take a look around and keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone, and I'll be fighting for my life. So keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone, and I'll be fighting. I'm bad to the bone. Got blood on my knees. I'm bad for my life. I'm fighting. Yeah, I'm bad to the bone. Got blood on my knees. I'm bad for my life. I'm fighting. The ash keep burning down. No, you won't hear a sound. The screaming bottled within. Take a look around and keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone, and I'll be fighting for my life. So keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone, and I'll be fighting. And I'll be fighting for my life. So keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone, and I'll be fighting for my life. So keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone, and I'll be fighting.
Your team is banning.
And welcome back, folks. It is game 4, and we've seen an absolute dominant victory from Jay on that Roger, leading ABM to a 2-1 lead against LCF. And it's up to LCF now to make sure the sun does not set upon them as ABM takes the throne, and they will try their best to make sure that doesn't happen. Let's find out what happens, and I am your main caster, Baldudu, joined along with Fredo and our special guest for this draft. It's Peachy. Welcome, guys.
Thank you for that introduction, Baldo, and we are back in game number 4. The stakes are high this time because if this time, if the side of Team LCF loses, then the victory goes towards the side of Team ABM. But if LCM makes a comeback like they did in game number 2, it's going to be, it's just going to, blow out of proportion for everyone here because LCF might have a chance to, snatch this master challenge away from ABM, who have just lost that last tournament as well. So yeah, they will not want that to happen. But right now, we will be excited to see what will be happening. And to speak about the draft, we have Peachy. So Peachy, show some light on how the draft might go.
Hello everyone, welcome back. This will be the match 4 and diving into the draft already. Look at that, the honor bands are already set and the Fanny getting banned on the side of ABM and also the Xbox getting banned. These are the picks that both the junglers would play a lot in this tournament and in these matches as well. With that, the Phobius has been also picked up even in the previous and the match 2 as well. We did see a Phobius getting picked up. These are some chess games, the mind games coming in, Baldo.
And right now, I think, LCF has to make sure that they do not give Jay his comfort heroes. We're already seeing the Xborg, one of his most signature picks that he's known throughout the server for, taken out. But they have left this Roger, open, maybe trying to pick it up for themselves. But that leaves options for Asuna and Apex to take their signature picks.
Your team is picking.
Yeah, you are right about that, right? It does leave a room, and I forgot to mention this, but ABM really hate this chip. They either pick it or else they ban it, but this time they've decided to ban out that Roger first because they know Shyam can do a lot on that Roger. But because of that, the chip will be open and Devi Prasad with that chip already locked in for himself. And right now, Radium will be playing the gold lane with a Ruby. So yeah, a Ruby gold lane already coming in. And yeah, right now we can see that Roger, has been banned already. So what do you think Jay will be picking up this game? Will we be seeing a Yin again? What are your guesses, Peachy?
Highly possible, Fredo. With that, Zask is also open for the grab, but no, looks like Apex will be going in with a Grok. Right now, the draft still is on, and like on the side of LCS, we still have so many heroes being open, like the Alpha, the Julian, the Zask itself. In the match too, we did see the Zask being pretty annoying. It was the Asuna doing a lot of damage. And even a sustained queen like Ruby could not handle that. Will we be seeing a Ruby in this match from Peter? Or
And it's up to us to really understand. Like, they have left this chip open, they have given the Zas to Anuradha, but Radium has picked up the gold lane Ruby along with Apex on his Grok. So there are a lot of meta picks going up on both sides. So like, is that chip pick is it a trap that ABM has set up for them? Will we be seeing something like a Faramis?
Yo, you are very, very right about that. I was actually going to say that because I've already told this before. I'll say it again. They really hate this chip, but giving it up to the enemy, I mean, like, I'm also really confused here what AVM might be thinking here. But right, you said they might be cooking up something here, so it will be very interesting to watch. But yeah, right now Asuna on that Valentina might be able to copy the ultimate of chip. That shortcut might come in handy for the side of ABM as well. So yeah, we have to be careful here, looking at the side of team ABM doing their draft. And right now, the Aurora has been left open in this match, and a lot of picks have been left open in this match. And looking at the picks which are happening right now, it might be a little bit hard to say what will Radium do against this Moskov, even though he will be able to dominate in the early game. In the late game, the Moskov might be able to outshine him, but yeah, let's see what they do next. Peachy, what are your thoughts?
A Valentina pick right there was a good pick coming in from Asuna. As you mentioned, he could pick up the shortcut from the chip. That would be Devi Prasad's ultimate. But I'm kind of expecting another Gato Kacha pick coming in from you as well. In the game one, we did see a Gato Kacha leaving the Moscow off the map. Will it be possible as well?
And dude, we have to understand the amount of split push potential that LCF has on the map. Like, you have Moscow with his spear of destruction. You have the Zask, whose nightmare spawn can poke out a turret in seconds, and you have Chip with that shortcut who can make sure nobody who's split pushing solo will truly escape without backup. He's always there to provide support for his team. Like, if just those two people go on top, they can instantly go back to the bot side with an ultimate if they landed on some unfortunate soul from ABM.
Yeah, you're right about that, Baldo. The mobility coming in from the side of team, Lakshmi Chitfund is just way too much, okay? But right now, you can also see on the side of team ABM that they do have the Grok, okay? And the Grok will be able to, even if they try to push, I mean, he can clear the lanes pretty easily, as well as the Ruby, with her first skill, she can also clear the lanes quite easily. I mean, the lane clear overall is quite strong on the side of team ABM. So, killing those minions pretty easily, clearing those wave fast might not be an issue for them. But so far, the bans which have come in are Edith, Harriet, okay, so yeah, an EXP laner and a gold laner banned from the side of team LCF, and a Julian and a Terisla being banned from the side of team ABM. So yeah, Peachy, what do you think, what are the reasons behind these bans right now? Oh my god, and no, sorry, just to cut you off there, Mirio has picked his Gatot Kacha again, oh my god, and Raju has picked his Moskov. I cannot forget what just happened. And okay, just reminding you guys, Mirio literally, took down Raju in one shot, okay, so yeah, okay, now Peachy, tell us the things which you need to tell about this draft.
That is possible. We are seeing that again, a Gatot Kacha pick coming in, and it will be Raju in trouble again. He really has to position himself in a way that he is out of the harm's way. But right now, it is. Babu now trying to hover towards the Uranus and an Alpha. Oh, there we go. Isham picking up his Alpha right now. I really thought these, since the assassins are still open like the Hayabusa, we might be seeing another Hayabusa pick. But no, it looks like Jay is going again with a carry pick with a retribution. What is happening, Baldu?
And dude, it is a marksman jungler. It has been a while since we've seen that. I think the last time we saw that was, with Granger, with Nathan, with Brody's. But meanwhile, that Gutto pick is absolutely, putting an absolute menace in the draft because there's just so much physical sustain on the passives of this Grok, this Ruby, and Mirio's Gato. They are forced to pick up a Uranus on that EXP and something that gives true damage. A really great job restricting the draft. Both teams absolutely fabulous drafts coming out, and we're heading into the land of dawn. And what do you see, Fredo? Is there something special you want to tell that you notice in this equipment lineup?
Well, for now, before I say that, I will be giving goodbye to Peachy for joining us in this draft section. And thank you, Peachy, for sharing your thoughts about this draft so far. And we will be meeting you on the other side of the game. But for now, we are back in the game, and this is game number 4. It is LCF versus ABM in the finals of Masters Challenge, and we will be seeing soon who will be coming out on top. So don't go anywhere and stay tuned on this match. And yup. Coming back to the question which you just asked, Baldu, I do think the compositions are very, very good from both sides. But looking at the meta, looking at the spells and emblems and all that right now, you see 3 purifies. I mean, for God's sake, it's 3 purifies on the side of Team LCF. So they are really scared of that Gatot Kacha. It's already clear they do not want to be.
And meanwhile, in that, sorry to cut you off, on the type, will we be seeing a first blood on Apex? Apex was trying to protect Jay's buff from getting invaded. Devi Prasad and Anuradha being an absolute menace. The Nightmare spawns damage not to be underestimated. But it all comes to naught as, it was a kind of close shave for both teams. But both the roamers were quite confident not to use any of their battle spells.
Yeah, both the Romans did not use their battle spells there. Of course, the Grok was near the wall, so he will be safe. And the Chip with his shield, pretty tanky in the early game. Not in the late game, I don't know about that though. But right now we see an engage coming in the top lane. Oh my god, the Moskov has been taken down. Raju already reminiscing the things which happened to him in the first game. He will not forget that, and he has to be careful here. I mean, even I have not forgotten, so he has to be careful there. And oh my god, a second engage might be coming in. Look at that.
And right now, Chip trying to escape with his life. The light wheels off that carry. The attack speed is not enough in the early game. Jay is right now trying to be a menace. He's just they're trying to siege down the gold shield within the first 2 minutes. Devi Prasad with his S1 trying to sustain that damage and, clear out these minions. Give a warning to ABM not to push their luck too far, because they are right now extremely cocky with the way they're rotating. Like, it's Chip who's supposed to be dominant in the jungle, but meanwhile on the bot side, a clean turtle being taken up. Anuradha last hitting that turtle, was it by accident, or are they choosing to give the early lead to the Zask? Meanwhile on the bot side, you have the Devi Prasad diving in, Anuradha using his nightmaric spawn, Asuna picking up the kill, Devi Prasad responding with a kill back on Apex, both sides low. A beautiful I'm offended, but the Purifies pop, Devi Prasad with his shield, but he cannot sustain the onslaught from Asuna as he picks up 2 kills. Right now, Uranus trying to put in some rings of punishment, but there's just not enough damage in this early game. All the damage is focused on this last, but Anuradha picks up a really cheeky kill on Asuna. What is happening, man? There's just so much action within the first few minutes. Apex with the Nature's Charge, but with the Wild Charge, but the Purify being used. Zask with no mana. They have to disengage, man, at this point.
Yeah, in the early game, we do not have enough resources to keep engaging, to do long engages. They have to retreat for now. But yeah, in that, the turtle was taken by Anuradha, so yeah, the shield will be on him. And we might be seeing an engage coming in in the top lane. Oh my god, that I'm offended connecting on to Raju. Raju has to be really careful there. He's really low. But they might be looking to take down Radium instead. Alpha is there. Sham on his Alpha is also there as well. But the rotation is already coming in.
And meanwhile, that Grok is there searching for a kill onto Raju. He's extremely low. He's not going to survive. Uranus picks up a kill on Radium. Both the gold laners being picked up. Meteor going to have a 3-man catch. The wild charge. The combo is perfect. Asuna and Jay coming to pick up the scraps. A double kill picked up by the jungler of ABM. This marksman is playing like an assassin. Diving in the last second. Picking up the most opportune kills. Somebody stop ABM. That combo was just too beautiful to watch. And I think they will be trying to pick up this gold shield and possibly the turret with the assistance of their team. Meanwhile, they're diving on to the Zas. The nature's barrier is not enough to stop him, but no, Asuna flickers in, picks up the kill, and right now it is 4 and 8. Asuna is at 4-1-2. What is going on? Devi Prasad trying to give a follow-up. Uranus is there, but they choose to disengage for now. Turtle being picked up by Alpha.
Yeah, they traded the gold lane side and the turret itself. Yeah, the turret not going down though, but yeah, they will be trading that for the turtle there. And in the bot lane again, it is Ruby versus Moskov going on. And I mean, the Ruby is dominating the early game, as especially the early game. I mean, that is so usual for the Ruby to dominate. But the Moskov, he has to be really careful there because the enemy is too tanky and they are relying on him. As well as that Alpha, but Alpha, he is farming for now, and an Alpha charge coming in on that carry, and carry will be taken down. Oh my goodness! But Gatot Kacha with his Alpha,
and it's Mino.
Oh my god,
dude! This Grok has used the perfect charge, that perfect wild charge with that nature's barrier. Anuradha is all alone once again in this fight, and dude, Asuna is picking up the scraps left and right. Meanwhile, Raju trying to even the score somehow, reduce the pain they're suffering and maintain that goal lead by taking up another tower on the bot side. Speed of destruction used, but he misses it, and I think they might be giving up the mid lane if Devi Prasad does not do that minion clear. He's poking Asuna low, but Asuna is just gonna be able to back off pretty cleanly. Will they push the fight for now? I guess not. And Frito, what do you think about the itemization so far by both teams?
Well, the itemization, I mean, it's been 5 minutes, 6 minutes into the game already, and I don't see, any, major item, different, in the normal build for now, because, all the members, all the teams have picked up the usual items so far, especially that glowing wand on that, Zask will be very useful because of the high HP on the enemy side. Then they do have a lot of sustain as well. So yeah, the glowing wand being taken up by the Zask, a very good move to counter that high HP.
On the bot side, Apex with that wild charge, Nightmare Descent used, Devi Prasad dives in, the portal is down, Moscow with a beautiful escape, Radium is going to disengage, they're going to push the issue onto Asuna, Devi Prasad going to get low. Will he be able to sustain out? I guess not. Mirio and Radium pick up the kill. Mirio trying to give a catch, gets a pick on Sham, but there's no one to retribute. But Sham managed to pick it up. The endless and right now, look at that Alpha. The true damage of that plus that slow. Mirio could not even walk away, man. And Asuna playing a really risky game with how low he is. Beautiful flicker, I'm offended play. The purifiers were popped insanely late. What is LCF doing? But Sham responds with a clap back onto Radium. And with that, I feel like Frito, I think LCF just won that trade. They picked up the turtle and the gold laner.
Yeah, they did come out stronger in that trade, and just now we see that the mid laner has fallen down as well. A very good trade coming in for the side of Team LCF. The goal difference is not so much if you compare it to the kill difference. And right now we might be seeing another possible downfall, and it will be the jungler falling down this time. Jay will be taken down as well. A lot of members falling down here and there. On the map for the side of Team ABM, they might be losing momentum, they might be losing some communication here. They need to communicate and come back better again, because the side of Team LCF is looking to tear them down because they really need this victory here.
And look at the bot side, Devi Prasad is stuck alone. The chip has to use his portal. Sham is there for the cover up. Mirio uses his ult, catches nothing but air, but that was an effective delay. Meanwhile, a lot of ults being baited on the side of LCF. Asuna steals away Zast's ultimate. Meanwhile, on the top side, Babura picking up a very sneaky turret. Both sides tried to invade, but I feel like LCF decided not to press the issue due to the lack of ultimates. Meanwhile, right as we speak, the double nightmare descent used Asuna and Anuradha going back at it. Will Radium give a beautiful eye of it? Yes, he does. The Purifier used just a little too late, but nothing comes out of that. They will be able to successfully defend the tier 3 turret in the mid lane once again. Both sides are just brawling it left and right, but both sides are just not able to get a advantage. Like, the only thing ABM has on the map right now in terms of a victory is that mid tier, but the Lord is being contested, and Anuradha once again steals the Lord, man, and Raju gets picked off. Video is in the depths of it, but Babu Rao secures a kill onto his opposing EXP laner. Flickered in Radium with that play, CCing 3, the Purify is used. Anuradha once again picks up a kill onto Asuna. Someone stop this Ask. That Nightmare Descent is an absolute nightmare for the side of ABM, but Apex is hunting this man down, but the damage is just too low. Meanwhile, look at the Uranus just poking him down. Apex trying to make sure Jay will be able to chase down Anuradha, but no, the Nightmare Descent is still not up, and the Moscow missed his ultimate. Killing spree picked up onto that Ruby. Will the chip fall? Yes, he does. Jay escapes with a sliver of HP, but the Uranus is there. Will Jay make the outplay? Will he escape in time? I guess the slows are just too much, and it's going to be Apex who might fall instead, sacrificing his life for his jungler. And Fredo, what is happening right now, man?
Yeah, I just hope these people, I mean, this ABM and LCF, try to give you a breather here. I mean, they're just fighting left and right, and you might be having a voice crack very soon. I worry about that as well. But yeah, some action-packed game right now we're having here. Both the teams do not seem to be giving up on anything here. They look to take even the smallest fights which they can, trying to get that advantage, because both the teams, no matter what they do, are not able to take the advantage here. But I do feel like the side of LCF have been coming back into the game, even though in the early game they got picked off quite a lot, especially Raju there. He had a hard time in his lane, but yeah, it seems like his team is helping him come back as well. So yeah, for now I guess the side of team ABM need to play a little bit more careful here, especially that Zas there is being a big
with the play, double wild charge being used. Then Jay picks up a killing spree onto Shyam. It's a massive misplay. They caught out that Alpha. He was not able to ult out in time, and LCF pays the price for it. They were having the advantage right now, man. They got the bot side turrets except the inhibitor, and it looked like the tempo was in their hand, and we do not get a break. They're gonna fight onto Anuradha once again. Jay popped down really low, and will he fall with a sliver of his HP remaining? Will it be enough? No, it is not. Jay escapes with a dot HP. The glowing wand stacks ran out right as the kill was all but confirmed. Babura getting poked out by Asuna. Mirio clearing the lanes, putting some pressure out, and both teams are going to vie for this Lord, trying to contest it, creating the situation for their junglers to land down the retributions and secure a beautiful luminous Lord for themselves. Who do you think is gonna have a better position in this team fight?
Right now, looking at the lanes, the side of team LCF are at a disadvantage because the lanes are being pushed by the minions on their side. So yeah, they really need to create that pressure on the lane first before they can come and take fight for the Lord. So yeah, because of that, I guess both the teams will be looking to clear the lanes on the both lanes first before they go for the Lord. And yeah, look at the chip, look at the chip.
He's popped the portal down in the midst of ABM. The heart of ABM has been breached. Jay has been shut down. Apex is gonna be low. A double kill picked up by Shyam. Is he gonna pick up the triple? Yes, he does. Somebody stop this man. The jungler of LCF is on a high, and Anuradha picks up a kill onto Mirio. And is it all but over? Will LCF just march down the base? Will they wait for the minions, or will they just choose to go for the Lord? I feel there's a hesitation, but no, they want this inhibitor. They want every single advantage they get. They don't want to wait for this game to slow down. They dive onto Asuna. It is a wipeout. LCF has a minion. We will be seeing a game 5. LCF
my
with the
God.
comeback.
Oh
And
my God.
dude,
Dude, I have no words for this team LCF. I mean, they just give them one opportunity and just give them one single cannon minion, and they will push straight for victory. It happened the same way in the second game as well, and right now we see them doing the same thing here. I mean, just give them one opportunity, just one minion, man, just one minion. They will make their work with it. They will push their way to base, and that is what they just did in this game. Oh my goodness, well played LCF. Hats off to their performance, man. The kind of gameplay which they just showed out playing, especially that chip with that flank from behind using his portal. Such a great play by that chip, and right now I really do know why the side of ABM hates that chip. They either ban it or pick it, but this time they just chose to let that chip go to the enemy side, and they suffered defeat. I mean, this chip is the most important hero for this side ABM. It's like their nemesis. And yeah, that's all about it. And what are your thoughts on this, Baldo? Tell me.
dude, the war machine of ABM has been stopped in its tracks by LCF. And dude, look at that Moscow. While his KDA might not reflect a dominant performance, he was a key. That split push. Look at the turret damage. He's got all close to 70% of LCF's push solely to his own contribution. And Babu Rao again tanking a lot of damage. Sham making sure the jungle was on point. And dude, nobody can say the Zask was having a bad time, man. Because look at that MVP. Like, it feels like the early game was just a bad dream, and we were just seeing things. Because nowhere throughout the rest of the game did this guy look like he was struggling, despite having Apex, Radium, and Mirio diving onto him. He was maneuvering through the fight and picking up kills. Jay having not a much stellar game. He didn't get the kind of, the amount of dive on the backline was really preventing him from shining. And I feel he shines better on the fighter roles where he can take control of the tempo rather than waiting for someone to do it for him. But right now, we head into Game 5, viewers. Please stay tuned. We will be back for some more.
bang, 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 bang. Come on, let's go really up. Down chillin' with the homies that'll really go. Got a bad chicken in with the going up. Better bring her up while you looking like a stab. Put you in a car fight. Like, better get the fuck up. But another round, cause you're getting fucked up. I'ma put you in the dirt, cause I ain't gonna find you a bad luck. Go on, nigga, come on, let's go really up. Come on, let's go really up. I'ma put you in the dirt. Come on, let's go really up. Come on, let's go really up. I'ma hit the dirt. Come on, let's go really up. Come on, let's go really up. I'ma put you in the dirt. Come on, let's go really up. Come on, let's go really up. I'ma hit the dirt. Come on, let's go really up. Bang, 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 bang. I just wanna hit the bar. I just wanna do the best. I just wanna get up. I ain't never trusted anybody else in my love. I don't go, bitch. I just wanna go. You know I'm on the road. bitch, I'm making so much cash, I can't see the clock. Got 0 to 100, you know I'm about to blow. John Cena, you better hide your fucking face. Use a motherfucker, I gaze in every place. Use a fake, but you better get it safe, cause I'm finna hit up late, got your money in the safe. In Tokyo, with an old green fit, no deckers. Shady your cars, but you know I'm fucking retro. Everyone I take it to my bedroom. Pop a fucking bean and I ain't talking phantom. City lights, but you know I'm in a trance. She's a fucking toss, so I drop my pants. When it got, she got all of my songs, yo, took it to the bed, yeah, let's go really hard. Yo, come on, let's go really hard. I'ma put you in the dirt, come on, let's go really hard. Yo, come on, let's go really hard. I'ma hit the fucking jerk, come on, let's go really hard. Yo, come on, let's go really hard. I'ma put you in the dirt, come on, let's go really hard. Yo, come on, let's go really hard. I'ma hit the fucking jerk, come on, let's go really hard.
Setting this at maximum power.
Laser and charged particle beam weapons.
Weapons activated.
time won't come to an end. Take a look around, it's a war zone. The damage is already done. Take a look around, it's a war zone. The damage is already done. Take a look around and keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone, and I'll be fighting for my life. So keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone, and I'll be fighting. I'm bad to the bone. Got blood on my knees. I'm bad for my life. I'm fighting. Yeah, I'm bad to the bone. Got blood on my knees. I'm bad for my life. I'm fighting. The ash keep burning down. No, you won't hear a sound. The screaming bottled within. Take a look around and keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone, and I'll be fighting for my life. So keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone, and I'll be fighting. And I'll be fighting for my life. So keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone, and I'll be fighting for my life. So keep your guns high. It's a war zone. It's a war zone, and I'll be fighting.
Is banning.
This is it. This is the finals of Masters Challenge Season 1, and we have ABM and LCF which are going to battle it out to take away the cup home. And it is the last match. Both the teams are on a 2-2 tie, and this will be the decider to decide who will be the one taking this winner, the winner title home. So yeah, today joining with me on the casters desk is yet again Baldu, and for the draft especially we have our guest here, which is Itami. So yeah, Baldu, take it away.
And I said it in the previous game, the sun hasn't shined yet on either team, and the opportunity will come in this game 5. One team will win and take home the cup by Masters Challenge. And right now, into the draft, we have both teams just banning out everything that was a menace in the previous game. Itami, please tell me how you feel about this.
I absolutely feel so amazed. Like game number 5, we thought that ABM might be sweeping LCF, but no, this is the grand finals, and the game needs to go to the game 5, and the match is currently 2-2. The winner takes the cup home, and by far the drafts are just regular. They got rid of the Fanny, they got rid of the Ling, the Juicin, and from the side of LCF, they got rid of Jay's Xborg, the chip, Apex chip, as well as Jay's Roger. That was absolutely dominating last 2 games. And Video will be proceeding with the Phobius ban. Phobius was not banned this game, so immediately they will be locking in with the Phobius here.
And dude, they have left this Zask open once again for Anuradha, who was the MVP in the previous game. They have left a lot of options for the side of, LCF to pick up in favor of that Phobius. Do you think it's the right choice, Frito?
Well, it might be the right choice or may not be, but the Phobias is supposed to be picked up if it's left open, because it just opens a lot of opportunities for the side of the team picking it. Because the enemy team won't be looking to pick any dash heroes, but yeah, here we can see already Team LCF being fearless coming in from that victory there. So yeah, that's why they will be picking up the Harith immediately, and Radium's favorite hero will be going away towards Raju. And here, Anuradha with that Zask was very effective in the last game as well. So yeah, that Zask will be picked up again, and she will be, she or he, whoever it may be, will be looking to be effective this time as well. And looking at the other side, it's Carmilla and Aurora, a lot of big AOE and CC coming in. So what are your thoughts on this?
Damn, like the drafts look really, really good. They did make sure LCF did make sure they are not giving in the Zask as well as the Harith. Mirio did got the Phobius, but in trade they got the Zask as well as the Harith. But for the side of ABM, Asuna will be going locking in the Aurora as well as the Carmilla, and Shyam will be locking in with the Alpha Jungle here, and they will be proceeding with the bans by far. Both of the drafts looks really, really solid. LCF made sure they are not giving out the Zask as well as the Harith. They got the Phobius, but still they got the Zask, they got the Harith, they got the Alpha as well. And for the tanky kind of comp, the ABM has, Alpha is a really, really good pick, and they are getting rid of the Mincitar as well, which was played on the gold lane by Radium on the previous matches.
And
Yeah,
dude,
it
that
does.
Mincitar. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Please continue. Please continue.
Yeah, that Mincitar, yeah, like you were saying, the Mincitar was very effective when Radium played it in those games. So yeah, that is why they know how dangerous it can be if they decide to give this Radium his Mincitar. So yeah, that is why they'll be looking to ban that out here, and along with that, the Terizla is also banned as well from the side of ABM. They know how Devi Prasad can be so deadly on their Terizla, but I think the next ban coming in from ABM might be the Edith as well, because Devi Prasad is a very, very good on that Edith. So yeah, that's it.
And
Are
dude,
getting rid of they are getting rid of the Claude as well. For the side of LCF, they are making sure they are banning out ABM's gold lane. So Claude could have been played on the gold, which has been banned, and they have banned the Ruby as well. And LCF will be proceeding with the pick, and we will be need to see what they will be going for.
And dude, that they've really target banned Radium by either by picking up his heroes or taking it out. And surprisingly, there have been no marksman bans per se, except that Claude. It's always been all these fighter gold laners we're seeing. They're just so common in this current meta. But meanwhile, on the draft, LCF has a really heavy magic damage build. Draft running, you have the Uranus, you have the Zask, you have this, you have Raju on the Harith, and you have true damage in the shape of this Alpha, the Mecha Hyper. But what will be the response for the fifth pick? Because you have to take something in physical for a roam. You go for magic, it's gonna be one radiant armor is gonna really slow down the tempo of LCF. Meanwhile, Radium has completed their draft for ABM with the Lunox pick, and Jay picking up one of the most long forgotten heroes. It's the Benedetta back in action for Game 5, a fitting debut for a hero that is just so favored and so versatile. The Electo final blow, will it deliver the final blow in this Game 5?
Oh my god, is that the Benedetta pick on the jungle? We haven't seen Benedetta for so long, and they will be proceeding, LCF will be proceeding with the Tigreal here. Yes, they will be proceeding with the Tigreal. And for the side of LCF, we are seeing a Uranus here. Uranus hasn't been picked often in this tournament by far, but still, Uranus does have a weak early game because he's kind of squishy, but still on the mid to late game, he can clear all the lanes. He can lane cut, and he can even rotate so fast. So I will be handing it to the casters from here.
Yeah, and with that, thank you for the analysis and your thoughts about this draft, Itami. We will be seeing you on the other side of this game. But for now, the draft has been complete on both sides, and we are heading into the land of dawn. It's ABM versus LCF in the last game of the Masters Challenge Cup. And the one who comes out victorious will take the cup home. So with that, let's get into the game already, because it's going to be a hell of a match. Both the teams have nothing to lose and everything to gain from this, so they will look to come out victorious here. The things we will really need to see here will be Phobius against the Uranus in that goal lane, and on the other side we will really be curious to see what Jay can pull off with this Benedetta. And with that, the draft, the jungle has already started.
And dude, we'll have to notice, will Benedetta be able to farm fast? Because that is an issue we've had. The hero is, and it is not the best, start for Jay, because especially if that, Tigreal, Devi Prasad and Anuradha start becoming a menace, like they tried in the previous game too. Jay has not taken heroes that are, in his usual tempo. Meanwhile, on the mid side, Anuradha getting poked really low. That damage of that Carmilla S2 is just too much to handle. I don't think any one of us in the stream expected that much burst. And, from Apex, so early in the game.
Yeah, it did seem like, that was a very good thing, good damage coming in from that Carmilla. But the fact is that the Carmilla or the Tigreal, oh my god, look at that, look at that,
And then
that
side, Anuradha gonna get popped really low, flicker being used just in time. Alpha charges in with a vengeance, but not enough. Apex will sustain through. The Purify being used though, he expected a lot more follow up from the side of LCF and possibly pop that thing, that Purify. Meanwhile, on the top side, Radium is having a tough early game against this Harith. The Harith Synchro Fission, the dash, the enhanced basic attack that comes along with it is proving too much to handle. Meanwhile, Shyam sneakily, camping that bush. Jay is there. The Electro Final Blow, will it come? We're waiting for it. Shyam still sustaining the ultimate use. And right now, he escapes with a sliver of his HP. And Fido, will he be able to make it? Oh, no, G tries to rush in back. But no, that was not the play to make. And Alpha will pick up the first blood in this game as the turtle spawns.
Yeah, I really don't want to say this, but I have to say it. Jay picking up the Benedetta in the last game of this tourney, it might be a gamble from their side, and they really did not need to do this in the last game. And right now you might see him losing out in these things, maybe because he has not brushed up his skills in a long time on that hero. But the one really important thing which I forgot to mention on that loading screen.
And implosion play coming in, Shyam with the combo. LCF is there, the curse of blood is down, but it's a little too late. But no, it's not. Jay is back inside. The Electro Final Blow delivers the final blow onto the Zask as he picks up a kill. Mirio diving in, his ultimate use. Asuna escaping with the sliver of his HP. He manages in just in time. Jay is gonna die once in. Somebody stop Mirio, man. He is jumping in left and right. The pillar, so heavy, falls upon Babu Rao as he falls for ABM to pick up 2 kills in this team fight.
Yeah, the 2 kills going into Jay there. But also, right now, what I forgot to mention there was that it will be a very nice thing to watch the Tigreal and Carmilla do their thing. Both of their ultimates have a huge amount of AoE and utility, and because of that, I'll be really interested to see, which one can come out better. And look at that.
Raju is, his Zaman force helps him sustain. Anuradha, man, look at this guy. Since the last game, he escapes with a sliver of HP, with little to no mana to his name. And right now, look at Shyam, man. He's living inside their jungle, constantly securing that crab for himself, saving his dash, uses his ult, pokes down Apex really low. Will the Curse of Blood be used? Electro Final Blow being used. That damage is there. Jay is a menace, picks up a killing spree onto Shyam. Apex will escape with his HP. Devi Prasad is trying to find a play, but does not seem to find any opening which ABM has left for him to exploit.
Yeah, just now, like I mentioned, it will be a very nice thing to see which one comes out better in those team fight setups. Will it be the Tigreal or the Carmilla? And both of them doing their job very well there. And we might be seeing another thing. The light form has been used. He has to be careful there, and he will be careful there. But this Jay on his Benedetta has been doing pretty good. Right after I said he has to be, he must have brushed up his skills pretty well. So yeah, I guess he did his homework before picking up this pick. It was not it was not a coincidence. It was not something which they are trying here. Jay is really good on that Benedetta, and he has his skills still.
And I know that's what makes them one of the topmost squads in the server, in the country. competing at the very best. These players have a beautiful hero pool, and meanwhile on the top side the Zaman force being used. Apex is trying to hunt down this Harith. Harith dashes out of the curse of blood, but Jay is there. The implosion being used, but Zas ultimate is chasing the creep, but no, will he sustain? Jay escapes again with a sliver of his HP, and they take the comeback by picking up a kill onto Devi Prasad. Mio meanwhile falls with the assistance of his teammate Babu Rao, picking up a beautiful kill, but there's not enough movement speed. The CC immune has been popped. Will the Uranus's damage be enough to pick up a kill? I guess not. He sustains. Jay is diving in again. A mega kill picked up for this man, but the turtle will be taken instead by LCF. LCF has been using the common strategy where they keep giving away one of their players, but no, on the top side, Radium has picked up a kill onto Raju. Looks like the gold laners, the tables have turned, but he is left all alone. There is no HP, there is no mana. He's not making it out, and Sham has his 4th kill of the day.
Yeah, maybe not for the day, but for this game. But right now we see complete domination coming in from the side of Team LCF. I mean, see, even though it feels like they are not doing well, but I do feel like they are doing much better than the side of. Oh, look at that! Will he be able to get the buff? Yes, he does, and he will be taken down as well. Yeah.
Dude, what was that play? That was a very questionable play coming in from Jay for that blue buff. Was it worth it? And the Frigid Glacier used Curse of Blood. The damage is there. Mirio with the damage. There's no skills on the side of LCF to use, no utility, no abilities to use to turn the fight in their favor. It's just one Uranus with the sustain, with his radiance to tank everything ABM has to offer. The Zaman force being used. Aurora's passive has been procced. Asuna will not make it out alive. Could not even pop the flicker with the onslaught of damage. Apex low. Harith still diving in. But no, Babura falls, cannot sustain for that long. Raju is low. Double kill picked up by Radium. Sham chooses to not join into that fight. He sees that it is just not worth it to make such plays. And that turtle will be up soon, Fredo. Will they leave the turtle and go for the Lord instead?
I do not think so. I guess they will be looking to take the turtle because they are the ones who are low on farm right now. LCF does need that gold as well for that Harith to be able to shine in the late game. But for now, we might see an engage coming in. Oh, Alpha Stars not connecting there. But they will be looking to take down the turtle here because they really need it to cover that farm. But oh no, guess what? The Lord is already up. It took a bit long for them to start a turtle there. But we might be seeing a gank coming in. Look at that, Uranus run away.
The implosion play by Babu Rao picks up Jay. The jungler of ABM is down before the Lord is even started. Babu Rao low, Asuna and Mirio team up to pick up a kill. They're chasing down the tank of LCF. There is no way he makes it out alive. Mirio picking up a double kill, but meanwhile Raju trying to clean up the business, picks up a kill on Apex. Sham is still chasing down, picks up a mega kill onto this Asuna. And look at that, Radium with the Chaos Assault, just enough to secure the kill. Both junglers down. Mirio with the flicker play, picking up a mega kill onto Raju. And it is only 2 people on both sides. Jay is back in this match. But dude, Fredo, what is up with the items? I don't think any team will start the Lord. But I stand corrected. Jay instantly starts it with the Hepta online. The Chaos Assault used. Electro Final Blow used. Will the damage be enough? Yes, it does. The retribution is sufficient to pick up a kill. The Lord, I mean.
Yeah. The Lord was taken up successfully by the side of ABM. Jay on his retribution is not a joke. Even though Jay is joke. I mean, Jay, Jay for joke, but our Jay here is not a joke to be taken like that. And yeah, with that he will be taking the Lord here. And both the teams though, they have not, I don't see them prioritizing that mid lane turret yet. They will, they have done a little bit push there, but they do need to force it out because it's a very important resource to open up the enemy map side. So yeah, I guess they will be looking to take up that the side of team ABM. They will be looking to push that mid lane right now, especially with those super minions which they have from the Lord. But guess what? The Lord is marching down the top lane side, and there might be a fight erupting between both the junglers here.
But I feel like both teams trying to set up proper play. They want Carmilla, they want the Curse of Blood to chain up with Asuna's Frigid Glacier, and Jay diving in deep into the mid lane. Anuradha is low. Devi Prasad with the implosion, but the damage is just so much. Curse of Blood being used. The two people on the mid side have fallen. Apex has been picked up in exchange. Babu Rao is diving in. Mirio is low. Will he survive? No, he will not. Shutdown taken. Double kill by Shyam, but Jay will pick up the scraps. And it's just Babu Rao, but no, it's a wipeout by ABM as they have eliminated LCF in the 11th minute mark. But will they be able to siege the turrets by then, Fredo? I think the turret shields are activated, so LCF will live to fight another battle.
Yeah, of course, they are not LCF, so they cannot, I do not expect ABM to do the same. But look, it just reminded me when they got wiped out that LCF, they made a huge comeback in the last game, pushing that turret down with just one minion. But right now, it feels like ABM will be, here to seek revenge, and they will not let this game go easily into their hands. Meanwhile, looking at the itemization so far, it has been, pretty much decent, especially that Carmilla, building up that Radiant and Antique, especially because of the enemy, having that Zast there, and as well as the Harith. And but for the true damage, I don't think an Antique will be working here. But yeah, it does it does help, reduce the damage a little bit. But Alpha's true damage is just way too much. And yeah, the stacks on that Thunderbell will come in handy for the Phobius when he will be diving into those backlines. But oh my god, an engage here might be coming in.
And dude, that was a terrible misplay by Devi Prasad as he gives away a free kill onto the side of ABM, and the Curse of Blood is used. The damage is too much, and once again, 3 people fall in quick succession. The minions are marching down mid-side, but Raju is at top. Will he be back in time? He's still recalling. Babu Rao is trying, but the damage. The minions are marching in. The Zaman force is online, but ABM is searching for the base. They wipe out. It is ABM all again picking up the game 5, and with that picking up the cup by Masters Challenge Season 1. We have our champions. It is Arao Beta May taking home the cup and all the glory with it.
And Lakshmi Chit Fund will be, going home, but it's not a sad defeat for them because they did fight so hard and so good against the top squad of India. ABM comes out, winning up in this championship. They won the trophy. Masters Challenge Season 1 goes to them. But LCF did put up a good fight in the, all the odds were against, the side of Team LCF. But the Team LCF did put up a good fight against ABM. I mean, nobody expected them to even win a game. Everyone was predicting a 3-0 complete domination of ABM, but they did put up a good fight and made us watch all the 5 games. We were on our toes while watching these games, and ABM, they did pretty good as well, especially Apex, targeting that backline with his ultimates, especially those ejectors, as well as the Curse of Blood coming in from him at the perfect timings. I mean, there's so much to say, and in the last moment, we got to see the Benedetta finally being used by Jay as well. So much in this tournament, and it all comes to an end. Sad to say, but yeah, that will be the end of Season 1, but I guess we will be back for more. And yeah, what are your thoughts about this match?
Dude, that's Phobius. It was a pleasure watching that Phobius play, man. That he was in the depths of every fight. He was in the midst of it all, brawling it out left and right. Mirio made sure nobody could lay a claim against his title for the top EXP laner in the Mumbai server and probably even India. Because look at the performance, man. He has performed against some of the best squads in the country, and this man has been consistent throughout, constantly providing space for Jay to dive in, taking up the damage, setting up the clump for Apex to drop his Curse of Blood. Anuradha, on the other hand, on LCF, a good performance, but it is a forgettable night on the game 5 for Devi Prasad. I guess it's just the pick, man, because it was just really hard for a Tigreal to dive in against that comp. Every hero there has some sort of immune. So, it's a difficult Tigreal game.
Yeah, it did come down to the draft there, especially picking up the Tigreal. They should have been more careful there. But yeah, guess what? They did try to pull it off, but yeah, it didn't work out for them. Sad for them today. It didn't work out in the last game. But yeah, they did put up a good fight, and we will remember them as, we will not remember them as champions, but we will remember them as the heroes who tried to prove themselves to the world, and we will not forget them. This performance will not be forgotten for a long time. Somebody like the team LCF putting up a good fight against the top squad. They tried their best, and yeah, with that, I guess the game and the tournament comes to an end here. But I guess we do need to remind you people that we will be coming back with a season 2. So, make sure you stay here on this channel and get updated. Push that subscribe button and turn those notification buttons on, because you don't want to miss on the updates we will be posting here in the community tab in the future. So yeah, with that, I guess we will be signing off. This is me, Fredo, and as well as the other guy who is
Ball to do.
Yes, and Ball Dudu will be here as well, and we both will be here. And yeah, but we'll be signing off for now. Have a good night, and thank you for supporting us all the way since the beginning till the end. This tournament was a huge success because of you people only. And yeah, we won't be here if it was not for you guys. So yeah, thanks to all of you for being here and watching the game, and yeah, supporting this, because we love to do it for you guys, and I hope you guys will come back here for more.
And yes, Fredo has summed it all up. A special thanks to the viewers, the participants, and the organization for making this happen. And with that, we bid adieu. Thank you for watching.
Bang, bang, yo, come on, let's do it all. Down chilling with the homies that'll really go. Got a bad chicken in with the going up. Better bring her up while you looking like a stab. Put you in a car fire. Like, better get the fuck up. But another round, cause we get it. I'ma put you in